We are live. We got a confirmed tornado here. Confirmed tornado. Don't quite see it, but I think we have law enforcement that sees this actual tornado here. Make sure everything's up and running. I'm going to get a stream up on my phone. So this is in Iowa here on the northwestern area in Iowa. We have an actual confirmed tornado. Somebody must have spotted one here. The only storm chaser that was out was Corey Gurkit. I do not see him. I do have Y'allbot though. Y'allbot is watching it with us.
This is not the moment to watch from a window.
Not the moment to watch from the window, Y'allbot says.
Let's circle back to that severe thunderstorm warning in northern New York, where we are continuing to track a very rowdy cell. This is an ongoing threat.
Miss Irritated, how you
packing
doing?
radar-indicated 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-size hail. This considerable threat storm is screaming east at over 50 miles per hour, heading toward Long Lake in the next 40 to 45 minutes, and Newcomb within the hour. I know a lot of y'all in chat are focused on the tropical storm naming right now, but we cannot ignore these damaging winds. We only have 15 minutes remaining on this warning, but those 70-mile-per-hour winds will easily knock down trees
here because we have storms in the other area.
Get to
I was looking up north because that's where all the stuff was at. I was thinking we were going to see a tornado warning out here between Minnesota and Wisconsin, but we haven't seen one out here. These were the storms I was watching.
Observed tornado on the ground.
So we do have a little bit of rotation
central
right here.
Iowa, verified directly by emergency management. This is not a radar-indicated possibility.
Verified
this is a high-confidence
emergency management
that is moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. That puts Correctionville directly in the path in the next 10 to 15 minutes, followed closely by Cushing in the next 15 to 20 minutes, and both Washta and Holstein in the next 25 to 30 minutes. Do not wait to see or hear this storm.
We actually have a quite large area sturdy building. Today.
Put yourself in an interior room like a closet or bathroom, and stay away from all windows.
Assuming that's it right here. Emergency management
pull our
says they
focus
can
back
see the tornado
to
on
central
the
New
ground.
York, where we are keeping a close watch on this ongoing severe thunderstorm warning. This storm is still packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail as it pushes southeast at 30 miles per hour. Syracuse, Auburn, and Rome, you are right in the path of this, with the leading edge moving into Constantia in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
This is our best radar site, but it has
Bernhard's
interference
Bay
in the storm,
next 10 to 15 minutes.
Can't
I see folks in chat asking what's going on, and the scanner feeds are already corroborating the threat with a power pole down over the roadway in Oneida County. We have about 44 minutes remaining on this warning. To the 6 of our viewers currently inside this polygon, let's play it safe, head indoors, and stay away from windows until this clears.
Man, I wish I had a Y'allbot.
Corey's pushed further into Ida County now. Holstein area, still inside that tornado warning. Feed shows a wet dirt road, rain on the glass, overcast deck, couple of farmsteads rolling by. No funnel visible.
This is heading towards
that warning runs until 1:45 a.m. UTC. So this storm isn't done.
On the ground
Radar
from law
showing
enforcement.
that intense cell east of Sioux City. That's his neighborhood right now. If
You're not
going to
get a really
Iowa,
good 3D
shelter
scan on
is
this,
the
though.
only right answer.
Mainly because, yeah, the radar
We are
interference.
staying right here with you as this critical situation continues to unfold in west central Iowa.
Cubby storm, though,
The tornado
I must say.
warning
Yeah,
remains
see,
in effect.
we got a lot of
meaning
radar
life-threatening
interference cutting out the
storm
3D
is still
scan.
bearing down on folks in this path. This is a confirmed observed tornado on the ground, verified by emergency management just northeast of Smithland and moving toward Anthon. If you are in Anthon, it is arriving in the next few minutes. For those in Correctionville, you need to be sheltered in the next 10 to 15 minutes, followed by Cushing in the next 15 to 20 minutes, and both Washta and Holstein in the next 25 to 30 minutes. This storm is capable of destroying mobile homes, tearing off roofs, and creating dangerous flying debris. We have 26 minutes remaining on this warning, so do not take any
26 minutes
chances.
remaining.
Get to your safe room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building immediately.
Let me pull up. It was
Boone
another
Valley,
hot
New
one
York
today.
is
Holy
holding
smokes, was
quiet
it hot
tonight
today.
At the intersection of NY12 and Woodgate Road. That pavement looks highly reflective under the streetlights, but it's dry on the camera right now. No active spray.
So
Just
yeah,
a
we
glowing
have a pretty
Dollar
large
General
area
sign
threat
keeping
today.
the night watch. We've got storms in the region, but it's
Pretty
peaceful
large
scene
area
here.
threat. Oh no, I just moved the stream on accident. No.
Thunderstorm
Oops,
wind
gotta fix
damage
it.
was reported in Hartwick, New York a few minutes ago, with trees and power lines knocked down on Maples Road. Thunderstorm
All right, I
wind
gotta
damage
fix now.
struck Stockbridge, New York a
There
few
we go.
minutes
Sorry
ago,
about that.
where a large tree fell directly onto a vehicle.
Hey, y'all bots
Thunderstorm
got the
wind
good
damage occurred
information.
near North Wolcott, Vermont a few minutes ago, leaving a tree down on power lines. Thunderstorm wind damage was reported near Burlington, New York a few minutes ago, though specific details on the damage are still limited.
This one's looking a bit
Thunderstorm
interesting right
wind
here.
damage is hitting Chadwick's, New York.
Got
right
like a
now,
hook on the back
with
side
reports
of
a
it,
large
and there's
tree
a
down,
bit of
blocking
rotation.
the road.
Again, we're seeing a lot of interference here on this one. But right here
Thunderstorm
by
wind
Simpson, we got
damage
some
is
rotation
also
going. We
striking
might get a tornado
Whitesboro,
warning on
New
this
York,
one.
right now, causing at least one uprooted tree.
We just don't
Checking
really have
in
a
on Main Street in Charles City,
good way to
Iowa,
see.
where things look completely peaceful right now. You can see that colorful floral mural on the bank and some dry pavement. But don't get too comfortable. We had confirmed tornadoes just 20 miles north of here in Mitchell County earlier, and we are in the bullseye of an enhanced risk tonight. We are checking back in on northern New York, where that nasty line of storms is still rolling. This is an ongoing severe thunderstorm warning, and it is carrying a considerable threat tag, with radar-indicated 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-size hail. St. Lawrence County is already feeling the bite of this, with over 6,000.
See this one from
8,900
8,900 feet.
and that line is screening east at 60
Doesn't
miles
look
per
too
hour.
creepy.
I see some of you in the chat asking about Syracuse. That is a separate
Fort
warning to the
Gherkin's too
south,
far away, I
but for
believe.
this northern cell, it is heading for Brushton in the next 5 to 10 minutes, Tupper Lake in the next 10 to 15 minutes,
We
Malone
make
in the
weather-wise
next 15
smaller
to
so
20
we can all
minutes,
see it.
and Saranac Lake in the next 25 to 30 minutes. We have 38
Oh wait,
minutes
wait,
remaining
Corey
on this
Gherkin's
warning.
on this.
Straight line winds that strong will easily knock down trees and power lines. So please play it safe, stay in
Awesome.
and get away from it.
I've got to 10-100 so bad to die.
Well, then we're gonna pull up Corey Gherkin.
Severe weather tracking through southeast Minnesota. This storm is finally losing some steam. The National Weather Service has officially downgraded the threat because the hail has shrunk down to 3/4 of an
Corey Gherkin. So we literally have a chaser on this storm, so that's awesome. I don't know why his did not show up. He should have popped up on my stream. He's on this storm. So, I think still has a tornado down. We're going to see it.
Probably not observed anymore. But I want to see it.
Not observed anymore, but he wants to see it. He's excited. It's like, I want to see it. I want to see it too, Corey. You can do it. You can find it. Make them a little bit bigger here.
It's like splitting, so now you watch it, the other one will take off.
interference band's really doing us in on this radar site, because this is the closest radar site. See it from 6,000 feet, but we can't really see the rotations of all this interference, sadly. I don't know if it's still on the ground. I mean, I literally have no end-rot signature on this. My assumption, it was just a tiny little thin noodle nader. Little tiny noodle nader. But just the fact, Corey Gherkin's on the storm that caused this, so. We will have coverage. Jenny! Hey, we're looking at Iowa right now. Let me pull up our threat area. This is what we're looking at tonight. We got 2% chance in the green, 5% chance in the red. This is our area of threat tonight. We really haven't seen anything today. Honestly, I thought we would probably see a tornado warning by now, but we just really haven't had that many storms form up in this area yet. And now we got one. Yeah, this is out here in Iowa. It's trying to see, like, it's going towards Cushing and Holstein. Law enforcement spotted the tornado. Corey Gherkin is on this storm, but he hasn't seen it yet. He's trying to find it. Radar's not too promising on this. We're not really seeing much on the radar.
The base on the northern one's freaking... Not the base.
I'm guessing it was just a little baby noodle NATO.
Echo tops are taking off on the northern one right now.
Corey Gherkin's right here on it. Hold on. I'll show you. He's really close to it. If it's still there. He's right here. That's who we're watching up here. That's Corey Gherkin. Yep,
I see a feeder, man.
And honestly, by looking at the radar, I'm not sure exactly where the tornado would be, because we have so much interference here on the velocity signatures here. It's hard to say. I mean, it's also screwing up the data up here as well. I have it connected to a couple different sites. Kind of watching this storm up here too. This is in the same area of threat. Zoom out. There's our tornado warning down here. This is the other storm up here I'm watching. We might see some action out of this one. So we got a couple storms now that are starting to pop off. Nothing is looking too wild at the moment. I mean, you can see we got a bit of rotation here and there. So we may see some more action out of these storms. Not very many chasers out today. Let me keep going to the other sites here. Omaha. Six Falls. Man, even looking at Six Falls, like, trying to guess where the tornado would be is hard to know. Like, I don't know. It could be in here, over here, back here maybe. One of these three spots. I don't know. All I know is law enforcement saw the tornado, and that's why it's warned. It's kind of in a bad spot for all the radar sites for some reason.
I see a wall cloud.
Kind of looks like the storm split up too. As you can see, there's like 3 areas of rotation. Again, this site's giving us a lot of air, just like in the interference band from all these radar sites for some reason. I definitely heed the warning. I don't think the tornado's on the ground anymore, but I believe it was spotted at one time. If I go back to the beginning, yeah, I think it might have been like right in here when it first got warned. But it's hard to say.
Oh my God, I hope that northern one. Ooh, lightning.
You see how much the storm has changed in just the last couple minutes. Let's go ahead and do a 3D scan of it again and take a look at the shape of the storm as it goes. So this is what it looked like when there was a tornado on the ground, even though we couldn't really see it on the view. Then it's just kind of like split in half. You can see it like splitting right through the middle here. Literally just branched apart and turned into two different storms, like just like that, in like 2 minutes. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Obviously, the storm needs to get bigger and have more convection, all that good stuff for it to
The older one's up to 50K.
probably drop another tornado. But at least we got Corey Gurkin out. He's the only guy chasing tonight, I think. At least the only guy in the all-haul squad. Yes, even on the weather-wise, it's split up and showing two different storms now. Yeah, Corey Gurkin's on it, which is awesome. We do have eyes out there right now.
Oh, man.
Pretty much anything that forms up out here and gets big, he's going to be on it tonight. Day 2. It's still going to be out Midwest, day 2. Hey, JD, the Rose, how you doing, buddy? Maybe just pop it in. We're watching this area tonight here. 5% chance for tornadoes in the red, 2% in the green. We just had a tornado, actually. And we didn't get to see it. We missed it. I mean... Corey Gurkin was literally on the storm. He was just on the wrong side of the storm when the tornado dropped, sadly. We're in Iowa. Watching Iowa. Correctionville, Iowa. That's an interesting name. I'm guessing there's a prison there. Correctionville. So he's up in here in Correctionville now. Looks like pretty much wide open country farmland out here. Now I gotta pull this up on Google Maps, right? Because I want to see if there's a prison out here. I feel like there's got to be a prison out here. Why else would you name it Correctionville, right? If you guys see a prison, I'm looking.
I think Thor is angry again.
Those look like silos and farm stuff to me. River Valley Community School. You got a funeral home. Where's the prison? I'm looking, guys. I'm trying to find the prison. Salem Country Church, Rock Branch Church. I don't see a prison.
Yeah, I think this thing is pooping.
I see in loving memory of Blaine David Olson. Guessing somebody lost their life there. Pretty little memorial they got set up for him. I do not see any prison though. Quite the interesting name for a town though. How far is the tracker from the actual storm? He's right there. He's on it. He's on top of the storm. He's right here. There's just no longer a tornado, I think. I think it picked up. When they issued the tornado warning, the storm was one storm and it was together. And since they placed the confirmed tornado warning, the storm has split up and all he sees is a wall cloud now. So do not think we have a tornado on the ground at the current time being. The warning just hasn't expired yet. But we'll see. We'll see. We're watching. He's there. Kind of hope he gets to see one. He drove all the way out here today, and it's in the middle of nowhere. I'm okay with a tornado destroying some grass just so we can see one live on TV. As long as it doesn't hit any houses. 6,000 feet. I'm not showing like any velocities in the storm now. All this purple here too is also radar interference, so it's kind of throwing off the velocity as well. Showing a little bit of velocities here north of Otto. I don't know if that might be the area that's kind of rotating. It's just kind of hard to say. It's hard to basically value any of this information with all this radar interference here because it's probably going to be wrong. There's that wall cloud he was talking about. That might be where it dropped from earlier. I'm using GR2 Analyst. I have multiple apps that I use. I use Google Maps, I use GR2 Analyst, I use WeatherWise, I use the Power Outage website, I use the SPC Outlook website. There's a lot of different things I use.
Shrinking, but cops are somehow going up.
I believe law enforcement's the one that spotted the tornado. That's how it got warned. Law enforcement called into national weather and then they warned it. Like, by looking at the radar, this thing did not warrant a tornado warning, but there was a tornado and it wasn't showing up on the radar, so that's why they warned it. And look, I mean, it looks like it's trying to chop one right there, honestly. That thing is pretty low to the ground. Maybe that's what they saw. That's what they called in. Maybe law enforcement called in that low-hanging cloud. That is quite the view, I tell you what. Look at this, though. Look at that low-hanging cloud. That is interesting looking. Why is he so scared? Go drive up to it, Corey. Go give it a hug. Oh, no.
Guys, I think that is a pipe right there.
A pipe? I'm going to turn him up a little bit. Okay, we have rotation showing up now. Right in here. Let me see which storm he's on. Because it's split up into two storms now. He's on the southern one.
See it, it's a sidewinder.
So he's on the southern storm. So he's down here. We still can't spot the rotation in the southern storm. Maybe this little blue notch here could be the area that's rotating. It's hard to say. It's just too much radar interference still. I've looked on all, we have 3 radars I can actually look at the storm from, but they're all kind of in a interference band, kind of, so we can't really see it that well. Oh, now we can see it in this one. There's a lot of rotation on this one. near Cherokee. Okay, maybe this is where the tornado's coming from, I think, right in here. We can see it on this one from 8,700 feet. You can see the area of rotation right here. Both storms have rotation in them now. There's rotation up by Auroriella and Cherokee, and then there's rotation down here by Cushing. The warning has expired though, but I mean, at least we can actually see velocities and rotation on the radar for once. Because before we couldn't see it at all because the radar interference was blocking it basically. I mean, it could be any of these. I mean, like there's red green here, there's red green here, red green. I mean, that's just all over. So many different spots. This radar site's a bit further out, but at least we can see some velocity, some rotation now. Like this is definitely showing rotation there. A larger form of rotation. Where did it go? Where was that low-hanging cloud he was looking at? He's right on top of it now. Try to get a 3D view of this. So looking at this storm here, we're kind of far from radar sight. We're seeing all the way down to 8,700 feet.
Could get a Hail Mary spin up, but this thing is definitely shriveling up.
Storm's actually gotten bigger in the last couple minutes, so. There you go. This is where the tornado is trying to drop. But I think he's on the back storm. It's actually two different storms now. So we might have two separate tornadoes happening here, possibly, if it does, either one of them decides to drop again. Because we're showing lots of rotation on the storm he's north of. Yeah, see, he's still down here in the most southern storm. The worst rotation's up here by Auroriella. If anybody's in here from Auroriella, I would take your safe spot just to be safe, because we got a lot of rotation coming directly for your town. I mean, this area is rotating very well. He's looking at a different storm, I believe. Assuming that...
It's like rotating right above us.
Yeah, he's on the southern storm. He's definitely on the southern storm. You can see right there. Let me make it big. See, he's on the southern storm. There's way more rotation in the storm above him. You should drive up to this one. I don't know how far away it is. He needs to come up to this storm. This one looks like it's about to drop a tornado. I don't know if anybody has access to any of Corey Gherkin's mods that can radio him in that tell him that this other storm's rotating. He probably sees it.
It's like trying to curl right up on top of us.
Yes, this is Iowa. I'm going to zoom out. We're in northeast Iowa right now. Or northwest. We're up in northwest Iowa. Is this where we just had a tornado warning? There's two storms, and they just had a tornado warning, and then they split up. I'm going to go back here. So this is when we had the original confirmed tornado by law enforcement. And as a couple scans later, you see right here is that the storm just split up into two. And both of these storms are rotating now. This one is looking really concerning. It's about to go right on top of Auroriella. We do not have a tornado warning for Auroriella, but if anybody's watching from there, I would definitely go in your basement. Because
it's like a rope funnel in there.
I'm surprised they haven't tornado warned this yet. It was just tornado warned, and now we have like actual radar data showing there's a lot of rotation there. Let me go back to the Omaha radar. Yeah, you can't see it as well on this radar, but you can definitely see the area of rotation. And then the part of the storm that Corey Gherkin's on has a bunch of interference still. Looking at this from 9,000 feet. Holy crap, that's far away. I'm gonna bounce around and we can see it at 12,000 feet from there. We'll leave this radar out. We don't want to look at that one now. It's too far. Look at some of these other storms real quick. Oh my, we got a bit of rotation down here by Saratoga now. This is still in Iowa. Let me go back to this storm that he's on though. Biggs Falls is our best data right now for this. We're looking at it from 8,000 feet. It's the closest radar to the storm. I think he's going to drive to the northern storm now. It's moving. If you look here, we can clearly see the spinning and the motion in the storm through 3D view. Doesn't look as bad as it was, but you can still see. How you guys doing? North Carolina. Everybody that's just popped in, let me show you the area of concern tonight. We have a 5% chance for tornadoes in the red, 2% in the green. So if you're in these areas, you need to be concerned about a possibility of a tornado. So I want you all to keep that in mind. I know some people are asking about some other areas. Let's look at, you're 25 miles east of Cherokee, Bill. Okay. This storm is rotating here, so they haven't re-tornado warned it, but definitely, stay with us, Bill. If this thing tries to spin up and drop another tornado, we'll be able to let you know. Let me pull up some of these other areas people are asking about. Somebody was asking about South Mount Airy, North Carolina. Yeah, there's nothing going on in North Carolina right now. And then what else? Fayetteville. What Fayetteville we're at, Scott Malley? Are you concerned about Fayetteville? Yeah, this is where Corey Gherkin is. He's driving north now. I don't know if he's going to try to intercept this storm, because this one looks more concerning than this one now. They used to be the same storm, but they split up. This one has a bit of rotation up here. I mean, this is right on top of Roriella now. Pretty sure we don't have a tornado on the ground, but yeah, you can see the blue and the green. That's like a large, broad area of rotation that's directly on top of Roriella right now. So I think in another, 5 minutes or so, Roriella is going to be in the clear from this particular storm. I don't know if this one below it's going to come right up through Roriella again, though. You said you were 25 miles east of Cherokee, so I mean you're in track of this storm, so you're over here somewhere. Six Rapids, Rembrandt, Peterson is coming in that direction. Fayetteville's in North Carolina. Okay, well we just seen there's nothing going on in North Carolina today. Let me pull up our SBC outlet. So this is our tornado threat here. And going to put up the categorical. This is just where we're supposed to see rain. Yeah, they're not even expecting any rain at all in North Carolina today. Like our severe thunderstorms are only going to be in the yellow and orange areas, so. But yeah, this is our tornado threat. These are the areas we're going to be focusing on mostly. Hey, what's going on, Wendy's? You had a tornado in Shirley County, North Carolina last week? Oh man, I missed it. There was one day, I'm disabled, so I can't stream every day. I know Ian told me I missed a tornado outbreak one day, and I didn't get to stream for it. I was sad. But I sleep a lot sometimes, so I can't stream everything, but I try to as much as I can. This one's still a bit concerning, though. Do have a bit of rotation here in this one. I'm gonna keep a close eye on it. Looks pretty broad at the moment, but I think this was a part of the storm that actually produced the tornado when it was on the ground. Live in Des Moines. Way over there. I mean, we really don't have many storms going on. There's quite a few up here in near Wisconsin and Minnesota. This site's probably the best view of these. Where we've got Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin all together. We have like a whole bunch of storms right in here. We had some severe warnings on them. There's a little bit of rotation in these storms. Nothing looking too wild yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a tornado warning out of one of these storms out here. Like everything's rotating, as you can see. We got lots of reds and greens here. Lots of little pockets, like broad rotation in a lot of these areas out here. Gotta kind of keep an eye on these. We got a little pocket of rotation right here by Tunnel City, and that's in Wisconsin. These storms have actually really picked up. It wasn't this stormy, I think even, an hour ago. Yeah, see, look how many storms are fired off here in the last 15 minutes. Got a whole bunch of blips out here, and they're just kind of all over the place now. We might actually see some action here. A lot of stuff firing off right now.
I don't quite get it. What this thing is trying to get.
What I'm using right now, what we're looking at is GR2 Analyst. It's an app. It's not an app. It's a PC program. If you want a good one that you can use weather-wise, this one is an app that you can look at on your phone. This one's 100% free, and you can look at this app on your phone. And we can also see the guy we're watching up here. This is Corey Gherkin, and it also shows his location. What's really cool about this app is, like, you can click on him, right? And you can literally click on his picture and look at his stream just like that. So it's really neat. But there's a lot more to this program. There's a lot more in depth with it. You really got to take the time and learn how to use it. Like right now, I'm just looking at like a general composite radar of the whole United States, but I can actually switch it. Like I take it here and click on radar, and I connect one of the actually one of the Doppler radars. Like I'm gonna connect to Six Falls right here. But you know, these only reach so far. You can't see that far out from these radars, but you can see all the data. So we can zoom in on the storm. I'll make it a little bit smaller. and then we can go down here and switch it from reflectivity, and we want to go velocities, and then we can see where it's rotating. And this one's free. You can get this on your phone, and you can see like the rotation in storms from your phone. It's called WeatherWise. But yeah, you just got to make sure you know what you're doing. Like you say, look, you go from here, right? You switch from composite radar, shows you the whole country, right? And then you click on radar, and then now you're able to collect. You're able to select any radar in the United States. Like red, that means it's down. Then once you select one of the actual radars, then you have a lot of options of what you want to see. But your velocity is the one where you see like rotation stuff. There's the NROD. This is the one I love using. Like an extra tool where I can see like areas of rotation. It looks a bit different here on the WeatherWise. I'm sure you can probably customize it though. There will be ways to customize it in the future.
Got a little bit of rotation on it again.
This is the best free app.
Like to be one that's selling Nebraska.
Oh, I wanted to see where he's at. Is he driving up to the storm? No, he's still on the back storm. This one has a bit of rotation on it. When I go back down to that storm that he's on. Boy, Gherkin's still down here. This storm's got a lot of rotation on it still. Looks like there's 2 areas of rotation on it now. I don't know. It's sloppy. Looked like we had 2 areas of rotation here. Here and here, but not anymore. It's latest scan. Do another 3D cut out of it, see how much bigger this thing's got. Looks like the storm is getting bigger, kinda. It's growing. Still on this southern one. The back end of the storm's still on top of, or well, it's on correction still.
Oh, you seahorse storm.
Yeah, this part of the storm isn't very big.
Well, this is like the last hurrah for this thing.
A new tornado warning's been issued. Where? Up there. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's all kinds. Look at the rotation by Buffalo City. Lime Springs and Chester. Yep, you see we got the rotation here. Big and broad. I don't know if it's just a warning. It's not a confirmed tornado. Let's take a look at this thing's guts. But this app I'm using right here, this is GR2 Analyst. I don't know how much they're charging for it now. It went up in price. But it's for PC only. Did my
Oh, if
Oh,
you
wow,
up
yeah.
that grass would just get along.
So that's a legit tornado warning. You can see our velocities
But
reaching all the way
yeah,
down right
fight.
here. Like coming all the way up down through here. Thing's really this thing's got some juice to it. I would say that's a pretty valid tornado warning we got here. It's right on top of Chester, heading towards Greenleafton. With this, we're right on the border. We're right on the border of Minnesota and Iowa right now. Right on top of the border. I don't know what state it's in. It's in both. The storm is literally on both states. It's heading into Iowa or Minnesota, but soon it's going to be in Wisconsin. This thing's definitely rotating. Poor Corey Gherkin, he's sitting here looking at this little baby storm that's about to fall apart. And he's so far away from these other storms, and I don't see any other storm chasers out today. If anybody wants to donate to this guy Corey Gherkin. He's out there doing the work. Despite all odds, he's out here chasing. Let me pull up this. This is the area we're watching out for today. We have a 5% chance of tornadoes in the red, 2% in the green. So this is their areas of concern today. Almost all of Wisconsin's in this. I don't know how bad things are going to get tonight, but things are really starting to ramp up right now. Yeah, for once, Illinois is not getting hammered. It's your lucky day. Illinois has had a rough year. But it is hot there today, isn't it? There's 96 degrees today in Ohio. Oh my goodness. I almost passed out twice going outside. Man, trying to pinpoint this area of rotation, it's tough to say because I mean we have 3 areas of rotation here. And one's going towards Granger, and the other one's going towards Greenleafton, and the one in the middle is going to go right in between them. So I'd say Granger getting your safe spots, and Greenleafton it's going to be coming up towards you here pretty soon. I mean, even looking at the NROT, though, there's a 4th area. My goodness. We have actually 4 areas of rotation in this tornado warning. One here, one here, one here, and one here. This is nuts. Actually, kind of 5. That's nuts. Mid-90s in North Carolina. Yeah, it's just been so hot. I mean, unbelievably hot. I've had enough heat for the summer already. I'll do another 3D of this here in a minute. How you doing, Russian Noodle? So if you're in Granger, Minnesota, or Greenleafton, Minnesota, get ready to take your safe spots. This tornado warnings, well, the tornado warning is in Granger, but Greenleafton, you're on deck. You're going to get the Amber Alert soon. I actually think there could be a tornado possibly on the ground right here on the west side of Granger right now. The velocity's just really picked up. We have a big jump in the end rod right here. It might have dropped down here in near Granger. Man, what a mess. That's way too much rotating spots for one big giant storm.
Yeah, it's a very odd storm. It just doesn't want to die.
Feel bad for Corey Gherkin too, because he was right by the storm when it dropped the tornado too. He was just too far from where it actually dropped down at. So close, but yet.
Like, what is this?
Let me see where he's at now.
It's like a little bitty buzzsaw.
He's still on the bottom storm. I mean, that storm looks pretty big on the screen for how little it looks on radar, though. It looks like it's starting to strengthen back up a little bit, maybe. Wow, this is really ramping up right here. Them reds are getting way darker and brighter. Check the storm that he's on down there. Close some stuff so I can switch between apps easier.
That's the cutest little guy.
This point. Yeah, this is the radar site we want to look at. Such a tiny little blip. It's not getting bigger, I don't think. So this little blip we're looking at is the storm he's looking at here live. BBC Today, UK experienced the hottest June on record. Oh yeah, the records go all the way back to 1659 in the UK. So it's never been that hot before in UK. That's crazy. Global warming is real, guys. I mean, it's still rotating up here. We're getting a little bit of interference on this purple stuff, but you can see there's definitely some tighter rotation right here by 6 Rapids. I'm surprised Corey's not jumping up to this storm. Is it 40 miles, somebody said? Kind of far. I'm thinking he's probably thinking if he leaves and this storm starts ramping, because it is rotating. We do have rotation here on the back end. You can see our reds and greens right in here. Even though it's little, this thing is rotating.
Look at that little thing.
Hey Romans, how you doing? Hey Bill Meyer. Let's go back to our tornado warning. Oh man, this is looking wild. Look at this hook we got forming right here in the area of rotation on it. My goodness, this storm is a big old combobulated mess of velocities. Holy smokes. Let's get another 3D view of it. My goodness. And you see this 3D view, we don't have the actual hook yet because it's from like 5 minutes ago. You can see how this hook's kind of protruded out and it's not showing in this scan yet. So we'll be able to see it in a couple minutes on the 3D scan. still say this is probably the area of most concern right down through here. If anything was to drop that's a longer track, it'd probably be down in this area here. See how it's coming all the way down through here, which would be this velocity couplet right here. I mean, this one has potential too. You see it coming all the way down to here. It doesn't reach down as far, but yeah, we got a good bit of rotation there as well. Big old storm. Hey, Midnight Millennial, how's it going? Oh, you want me to make his bigger for a little bit? I could do that.
Now it's shriveled up.
Basically, the easiest way to explain a tornado is all the storms rotate, right? The big supercells, but it's just them churning sideways, and it forces the rotation down to the ground. So it's basically a rotating storm that gets churned sideways. Easiest way to understand a tornado. There's so many different things involved with tornadoes, though. It's crazy. Like, they send up weather balloons all over the United States. Hold on a second, let me take my minutes real quick.
No way.
So they send up about 92 weather balloons per day.
No way.
Do it twice a day. Yeah, it kind of looks like this, and they have a little data thing on them that you got to mail back in if it drops in your area. And then they put all that data they get from the weather balloons on a photograph, and it's really weird. I can show you that. These are like the data they get from the weather balloons, these photographs, and they as the weather balloon goes up, it measures all kinds of stuff, and that's how they determine whether they're going to have tornadoes in an area or not. Photographs are really weird and hard to understand. If you look at the stuff long enough, you'll eventually understand it the more you learn. That's what they get. They get those photographs from the weather balloons, and that's how they get our determination for where we get the SPC outlook, like this area. That's why we got a red and a green here, and our chances for tornadoes from the photograph information.
Oh yeah, you can smell that corn sweat.
Or bird sweat. It looks like they let this tornado warning expire. But this thing is still rotating. Pretty broad, but we do got a lot of rotation there still. So many storms happening right now. A lot of rotation up here.
Well, that was cool.
A rotation here with a hook and everything. Got a hook on this storm. That could possibly get tornado warning too. That's all the way up in Wisconsin.
Sometimes these storms like to spawn something.
My goodness, we got
As it's
storms
dying.
all over the place now, and all of them are rotating. We got rotation on every single one of these storms. Take a look at this one here. Looking at it from 2,000 feet, this one's really close to the radar site. And look at that hook popping out there and the appendage on it. It's not even fully a part of the severe part of the storm yet. This one might be a troublemaker if it keeps getting bigger. This is just one big giant rotating mess. You see all the greens and the reds. That's all winds going different directions. It's crazy. Yeah, if this one gets its act together, it could be a problem. Still down here in this little storm. We've got another little blip down here starting up. Oh, it's a pretty strong rotation by this one in 6 Rapids. And this one from 8,000 feet. Honking.
No idea who that is.
West of Webb has said it's confirmed. You had a hell of a storm in Mississippi. We sure have a lot of rotation going on all over the place right now. And this one's been rotating non-stop. Looks like he's driving south. Yeah, he's going south. He's going away from the storm. Not sure where he's gone. I don't know if he's heading to this storm down here that's forming up. Really not much of a storm there yet, but it's just a blip.
It's weird. It's almost like it tried to...
Just a blip.
Freaking power lines. Almost like it tried to spit out a weird little rope.
Hey Mark, how you doing? Going on a beer run? I have a feeling we're probably going to see some more tornado warnings here soon with all that, everything rotating all over the place. I mean, this thing is maintaining a strong, broad rotation. The storm just north of them. It's right on top of 6 rapids now.
Can't pick this up, guys, and up there after trying to go up again.
My goodness. There's so many big storms now. I don't know if that's a hail core. I really don't see any hail yet. A beast of a storm. This one's really close to the radar sight. Got a bit of, there's a bit of a hook forming right there by Banger. Definitely rotating by that hook. Not rotating too crazy, but so close to radar sight, it's cutting off the top of the storm. That's another potential warning in the making there. I mean, there's literally a monster storm on top of the radar site right now. Holy smokes. And I mean, those winds are cranking. Seeing 107 feet and it's bright green. So that's like 60-mile-an-hour winds right on top of the radar site. Right in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Huge, big, mean storms right on top of La Crosse radar site. Directly on top of it. Live Oak, Florida. I guarantee you it's raining in places in Florida. It always is, right? There's some scattered thunderstorms down by Fort Myers. One baby little rain shower east of Ocala.
How will that storm to our southeast do something?
Not much going on in Florida right now.
Nope, that is also on the struggle bus.
Your lightning radar shows like 15 lightnings in a second in this area. Yeah. There's a lot. Let me, I don't know if I have that option turned on. I don't think I do. It pops up sometimes. It'll show you all the lightning bolts on WeatherWise. It's pretty cool. Anybody just pop it in, like this area is what we're really watching closely here. Pull up our SBC outlook again.
Say goodbye
So we have
to that updraft. It is
we have
officially
5% chance for tornadoes in the red,
forever.
2% in the green. So that's kind of the area we're watching for right now. With a concern of tornadoes, we're looking at all these storms we're looking at right now. This is in right here in Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin area. All these storms are rotating pretty good out here, so we're kind of keep an eye if any of these want to decide to drop a tornado on us. Quite a bit of rotation in this area. Just had a tornado warning back on this storm here, and it's really got a lot of rotation all over the place still. It's such a mess though. Yeah, Correctionville. There was a tornado on the ground. That's when I went live. Didn't get to see it though.
Yeah, none of these updrafts are getting nice and thick. That guy to the southeast is pretty thin. With two
Yeah, if
ends.
this decides to drop one, I'm gonna see it right down in here, in that middle of all this area of rotation. If it decides to drop one, this area was tornado warned too, just about 10 minutes ago.
That thing is trying to corkscrew a little bit.
Play it through. You can see where we have the tornado warning. Where was it? Right in there. Yeah, that was tornado warned like 15 minutes ago at Lime Springs and Chester. They let the tornado warning expire. It's still rotating, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. My goodness, we even have more storms up here forming. Oh, butt into the storm's a big, giant, rotating glob. Every single storm's rotating. Being a storm watcher in Germany is lame. Yeah, I was looking, I don't know what it was, but there's like, America has like over 1,000 tornadoes a year, and like the next highest country is like, I think it's Australia with only like 80 a year. Nothing even comes close to America when it comes to tornadoes. He's just staying back and watching this sad little storm. I don't know, but maybe there's more convection that's supposed to happen out here tonight. Maybe he's waiting for something else to pop up.
There's not even lightning on that one of the selfies. That might be the wrap.
This is who we're watching up here. This is Corey Gherkin. Got his camera turned on this storm right here. This is the storm. This storm actually produced a tornado like an hour ago. Maybe an hour and a half hour ago. It was a while back when we went live. But this storm were one storm back when there was a tornado, and they split up since then. And we got another storm down here by St. Paul. Might try to intercept that one. Oh wow, we got some big storms down here in Kansas. We need to go look at those. Wind 65 to 80 mile an hour winds right here on these two storms. Stirring severe thunderstorms. Hail 1 to 1.75 inch hail. Storms aren't in our tornado threat for the day, but they seem to be pretty severe ones with lots of wind and hail. Got a pretty big hail core in that one by Garden City.
It's always fascinating when storms do get going and they break that 40K mark.
Hey Carol, there really is no never end for
Like
tornado season, but usually they happen around
and the cap still won.
May, March, April, May, June-ish usually, and then there might be some areas that we'll see a couple tornadic days in the winter. That's usually about the time we see most tornadoes, yeah. Just March, April, May, and June, and then, maybe, yeah. It's just kind of hit or miss. Generally, when we see tornadoes in the winter, it's usually down in this area here. Some days during the winter, it's kind of hit and miss. Just kind of depends on the situations. But like, yeah, March, April, May, June, we see tornadoes like anywhere, all around everywhere. They'll pretty much be anywhere this time of the year. I mean, the Earth's changing too, right?
It's probably going to move east. That well, northern south or northeastern south. It's probably going to move.
Like, we're breaking records of heat in the UK today, I heard, since like the 1600s. It hasn't been this hot in the UK, so the world's changing. So I guess our tornado season can shift too, right? This it's actually been way more active this June than it has been all this year. Like we had hardly any tornado days in March, April, May. We had like one outbreak day, but like last year it was nonstop. Every day, almost every day we had something going on. Been a pretty calm tornado season this year.
Coming out here today, but glad we did. That's really what happened where I was earlier, close to where I was earlier. I mean, it didn't fully condense. It's one of those, been cool to see it, but
you know, I wondered too if Australia has more tornadoes than they actually get reported, because a lot of the tornadoes they happen in an area people can't even go. You know, like they're in the outback. So. Australia might have a lot more tornadoes than actually get reported. We just, they don't get seen, right?
I don't want to stop chasing, but all these other storms are just struggling. We still got that big one in the northeast, but
it makes me wonder how many tornadoes actually happen in Australia and how many actually get recorded or reported. It'd be fun to watch some of the storms on radar down in Australia. This thing's still rotating all over. Losses are starting to get strong right here on top of Harmony. See the red's getting really bright.
Back up to 40K.
Wow, yeah, we got some pretty strong velocities here too. I wouldn't be surprised if we get another tornado warning out of this storm. See right in here. It's kind of forming a new hook right here. We may get another tornado warning on this storm.
Craft and giggles, let me see how long it would take to get in front of it.
Yeah, it could be.
Yes, it's 85 miles gross.
Like, I have some friends that live in Australia. It's crazy, like, Australia is so big, but, like, everybody all lives, like, right on the coast.
No, we
Go look at
definitely
Australia real quick while we're waiting.
2 hours to get back in front of that thing. Actually longer, because
Let's look at Canada as well. A lot of thunderstorms in Alberta. Look at that beast of a storm out there all by itself.
Hello, you guys okay over here? YouTube chat,
Roger, we're
YouTube
looking
chat.
all over the
Not
place. Right
working.
now I was just looking at Canada.
Hello?
Let me pull up our...
Yeah, Peg, that's a
this
beautiful
is our area
storm,
of
right?
concern tonight.
Just
So if you
about
live in
look
this
up
area,
when
you're
we
going to
first
be
got into it.
pretty
probably
weather
got
aware
it
tonight.
for a little bit.
Have a 5% chance of tornadoes in the red, 2% in the green. So if you live in these areas, make sure you have your phone nearby in case you get an Amber Alert. You can pop on the stream and we'll be covering wherever the tornado warning is. But we're kind of looking all over right now. I'm going to go look in Australia real quick. Tropical Storm Douglas
Hey, how you doing?
in action. I don't even know if this site works for Australia. I don't think it does.
A storm near northeast of Storm Lake looks
Unless there's just no
interesting.
storms out here.
I don't know if it's going to do anything. Probably will go bonkers out of this dart. But we're also like, I was considering going after it, but
This
we're like
one's
2
gonna
hours
be
away
moving
from it,
into the
so
area
2 hours
soon.
from now.
I'm going to take one of these radar sites and go down to Kansas. Take this one down to Kansas.
I'd actually be dying.
We have a severe considerable down in Kansas. That means big nasty winds, destructive thunderstorms down here in Kansas. Holy smokes, these hail cores.
Now Nebraska
Heck,
storm
these
too
suckers
couldn't
might
get
be
going.
rotating too. It's hard to say though. All this hail. Yeah, we have a couple big beastly storms down here in Kansas.
That cloud cover that lingered most of the day definitely
Big old monster
put a
storm.
damper on today.
Read what they say about it. Golf ball size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts coming through Kansas. Moving east at 15 miles per hour.
That just screws everything up. This year has definitely been bad.
Got some bad weather today, Stella? You're in Florida, right? I think I remember you saying you're in Florida.
Like last night early.
It's funny as I can't remember people's names, but I can remember where they live.
In a really good environment.
They got a bit of rotation on this little blip up here.
Like so hooked on going west, and then as the day was going on, Nebraska was looking better and better.
Not much going on in Florida right now, though.
Pretty much drive over there, and then all of a sudden, this went.
There's only one severe considerable right now. Just this
So
storm.
this little storm over here in Iowa that popped
Due to the
up.
high winds and large hail.
We had tornado warning set observed, but we didn't make it down in time to see it.
I don't want to see this storm that's coming towards,
Like overall, at least so
Corey
far,
Gherkin.
not much has happened, but I feel like probably get something fired up overnight.
where's he driving now? He's driving somewhere.
Gotta get our nightly MCS in.
That storm's heading towards him. Maybe he's driving towards this storm.
That's
Not
what
sure.
makes it so hard because like I was gonna go
That's the
home.
storm he was on. There's really nothing
But,
left
like,
of it.
today, tomorrow was looking good.
Still got that one right
But then it
there.
quickly goes poop. The models just don't know what they're doing. But today I had a pretty good feeling. I know, like everything else, tomorrow I know downtrended, but it originally was looking pretty good. We're still going to chase tomorrow.
Still planning on chasing tomorrow. I mean, this one's still kind of rotating a little bit.
But inconsistent models, it makes it a big surprise for all of us. We just don't know what's going to happen.
It's still rotating.
Me too, Tiffany. We got little mini stormy action today. Hopefully tomorrow we sneak in some South Dakota magic. Exactly, James.
I mean, this one still looks a little concerning.
Well,
You
like I
can
said
clearly
earlier,
see this area of velocities is kind of coming around.
Going on, yeah. For the most part, you can expect HP clusters.
Well, like this one's still trying to do something.
That's about a given, but
I mean, looking at all the storms that we have right now, this is really the only one that looks a little bit concerning. It's just kind of messy and all over the place still.
In a different area, it's just like all over the place. Always shows everything displaced real bad. So it's kind of a guessing game.
Thinking this is kind of the area to be reaching down. And we got a bit of a hook, and you kind of see, like, yeah, there's not much out here. It's got a lot of dry air feeding into it right now. So we might see something out of this one.
Yeah, hopefully we get something good tomorrow. What was that? Got a big bug in here, just touched my finger. Well,
Don't want to shut down the stream yet, because if I know I do, they'll probably drop a tornado warning as soon as I shut it down. So I'm gonna keep it up for now. Because things have been kind of ramping up here.
There's a chance.
I mean, I was watching the radar all day, and there was just literally nothing going on out here. We had like 2 blips and no storms. Now all of a sudden we have, I mean, just a big old lava storms all over the place inside our area of threat today. Yeah, I mean, like all these storms are in the red area right now, so that's why we're staying live. See if anything happens with these. There's that storm down in Nebraska. I think that threat reaches to.
Probably for sure.
It does. It does. It goes all the way down to Nebraska. So, I mean, go take a look at that storm down there.
bad seeds, but we give them das Boot.
My only assumption is I think that maybe Corey's going after this storm out here in Nebraska.
Hello, Sandra.
Thought it was in Nebraska. Maybe it's no. That's the Kansas storm. Here it is. That's just a tiny little booger.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't start going for that stuff, because it is definitely shriveling up.
That's just a blip. Look bigger and weather-wise.
I think one of the biggest keys to storm chasing, guys, is just when to know to pull the plug. Otherwise, you drive yourself way out of the way.
Said he was chasing tomorrow, though. Said he was going to chase again tomorrow. Then tomorrow, it's kind of going to be up here in the Midwest. Just a 2% right now, though.
I think the place to be today would have been Kansas. Quite a few severe warnings over there.
Dang, he wish it was in Kansas today. We have 0.77 size inch hail there. Very mild rotation there.
You guys hear that? It's like raining bugs.
Raining bugs. Sounds like he's getting close to Oklahoma if it's raining bugs. Oh yeah, we got it. We got a bit of a velocity couplet here. Could possibly get a tornado warning on this storm that I was talking about a little bit ago. Look at this. What in the? Down in here. It's just like blowing up on the end rod. Still think this storm is the closest thing we have to a troublemaker right now. Here, Burr Oak and Mabel. This is right on the border still between Iowa and Minnesota.
Dove into Friday too much either. I don't know if we'll be chasing Friday. I have to dive in that tonight. I'll be scheduling a stream for tomorrow. I usually like schedule it 2 hours before I go.
I feel like this one's really trying. I'm actually surprised we haven't gotten a tornado warning on this one. Looks like we're about to have another
Getting
merger,
busy.
though. Yeah, I'm gonna play this through a little bit.
So we'll have to see. I know funds-wise, we're pushing it. So may go home tomorrow, after tomorrow for a bit.
We're about to have a merger too. I'm gonna connect and reconnect this one so we can
Can't trust
reset the
Miles,
radar on
I'm not
this.
excited about it.
I think if this merger happens, man, we might see something happen with this one. Keep a close eye on it. I mean, it was rotating right there before that merger was coming in. And I see right in here.
Hello, bald tiger. Mitch, what's going on? I agree. Hopefully we're growing. So I thoroughly enjoy being out when nobody else is out. Gives you a little window for growth. So otherwise, we're just shunned by the big guys.
Poor Corey Gurkin. Stood shunned by the big guys.
So I don't even know if very many people are going to be chasing tomorrow, but hope like heck we can squeak something out while nobody, hopefully lots of people are out. It'd be fantastic.
You don't even have a severe thunderstorm warning out here.
It's like once in a great while we get lucky and actually score something big.
Where's all our severe thunderstorm warnings at? They're all out in Kansas.
While nobody's out. I don't know if it makes sense. I'm actually a lot more motivated on these days when nobody's out too. There's a lot more motivation knowing that
Boy, we got some big hail reports out here, guys.
you're getting something very few people are seeing, because most of the time, it's
Monster
like
1-inch
5,000
hail out here in
people getting the
Kansas.
same thing, so it's just not
60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail.
as exciting. So like last year, I was picking secondary targets because I was trying so hard to score.
We're downgrading the severe considerable to a regular
Nobody else is
severe
getting.
warning as it
It
pulls
picked
out
up
of
a
this
little bit.
area.
There's like Belzoni, Mississippi. We got that nighttime tornado. About ran us over.
DOD.
But then we had the classic Western Kansas bus. Like, the environment was absolutely insane. Like, if we could have got a store to pop and root, oh my goodness, it would have been a doozy.
Was a doozy.
But sat there for hours, had a Q field, watched it evaporate, and then that's when that big Nebraska sandhill wedge happened, and it's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. big red. This could be slightly depressing. But I'm not saying it's the same hotel as last time. Ernest! Hello? I'll show you a nerd game. Hello, Anita?
How you doing, Travis?
I'm nerdy and I'm proud. Yeah, that Nebraska store has been
Just a
struggling.
lovely day of weather. Staring at all
Glad I
these
ended up not driving all
storms.
the way over there, 'cause that was like the target area.
Playing the guessing game on which one's going to try to act up first.
It would have been a different ball game though if that cloud cover didn't linger around for as long as it did though. You know, it'd been a pretty stout day, I think. Especially over here because the winds were actually backing. We had the southeasterlies over here, and then the rest of the from like here on east was southwesterly. So the environment got nice and primed over here today. Oh man, I think we're gonna have a pretty stout.
A little spin up happening right here. You don't even have a severe warning out here, but there's a really small little gate to gate shear notch right there in that last scan. Might have been a little quick spin up, little gust NATO.
Like, no, today it did not warrant a 5 hatch. But if they really wanted to put one out, I would have had it further. I would have had it over here. Hey, Sandra, you nerd.
Be there.
Adam,
Thanks
I'm
for
gonna
the
start
like.
being a gamer once GTA 6 comes out. See, we need to do something else on the side too. Like I know I would like
Anything
to
on
do an
that
adventure
Pacific Storm
channel.
Brewing?
I started that adventure channel, but we haven't.
I really haven't looked at it much.
Like I need something to do when I'm at home. So I'm really thinking gaming channel is coming. I just need like a good computer.
Boy, Gherkin's gonna do a gaming channel. That's cool.
Go chase hurricanes on GTA 6. Let's go.
Let me switch to the other app for
We're
the
gonna probably see this here. We'll be
hurricane stuff. How you doing, Marky? On Candy, what's going on? I'm gonna pull something up though. On Candy, let's take a look. I know we have it on the Don't have that much information on this though, but
everything looks all messy and like nothing looks
I'm gonna
good.
pull it up on the one
Only
special
playing
website that
GTA
tracks
6
them. I don't remember what it was called. We were looking at it a lot last year. Zoom Earth is what I used.
You know, I could get home, stream that, make a bunch of videos, have them all scheduled, and then that would be going while we're out chasing too. I think that would work out pretty good. Gaming's always big with everybody. I always ask myself too, like, I don't know why these gaming channels get
Got
so
Bobby
big.
out
I sit
here,
back and watch other
all the way
people's
out,
games.
heading towards the Philippines. Douglas, Tropical Storm Douglas.
Kind of all the storm chasing too. Like, man, I can't believe how many people watch this stuff as I sit back and watch it. If I'm not out chasing, I'm usually watching somebody live.
Sounds like they're predicting it to get weaker. Which one were you looking at?
You know, if Redman would ever start streaming on his YouTube channel.
Like a little tropical depression out here that's heading into the land.
I
And
usually watch Redman. If I'm not
Canaan?
chasing,
that's what it's
I usually
called.
have to watch Redman or otherwise.
Not a whole lot going on. This is the only one that's showing up on Weatherwise, though. It's just a 40-mile-an-hour tropical depression at the moment.
But yeah, on the flight simulator,
Maybe we watched an old news clip. Did you guys hear about the earthquakes in Venezuela? Holy
that's
smokes.
a game I'd like to get to. See, I need a gaming PC. My gaming
That was
laptop
crazy. They had 2 big giant
is
earthquakes
officially
out there.
cooked. But I love simulators. Like I play Farm Simulator all the time. Like this laptop isn't a gaming laptop, but it does good enough for like Farm Simulator. I play the crap out of that. Love simulators.
Thing is really kind of changing into a bow echo. We don't even have any of this severe warned. I wonder if we even have any nasty winds out here. I mean, everything's rotating inside the storm, but nothing's really got its act together. Just a bunch of mess.
Just playing Construction Simulator.
Winds are kind of strong out in this one, and they don't have a severe in this one either. We don't even really have any hail, but I mean, we're seeing some like 60-mile-an-hour velocities inside this storm. But it may not be 60 miles an hour on the ground.
I really played it because
That's at 800 feet, so it's probably pretty good chance they do have 60-mile-an-hour winds in this storm.
Construction Simulator for that, and Xbox quit working.
Let's check the power outages, see if we got any power outages anywhere.
But I'd like to get a PC, but then I want to bring said PC with me. But it's too big and
Holy
bulky.
smokes, we have all kinds of power outages. Nothing in Iowa. Couple hour power outages in Wisconsin. $574 power outages in Steele County. I think we have a storm on top of that. Right there, I believe that's Steele County.
OMGs.
Doesn't look like we really have any kind of
I'm gonna swing in here.
major power outages from a storm system, though.
Ugh. Wonder if Perkins is still
I'm sure if the winds were that bad on the
I am
ground, they would have at
starving.
least put some severe warnings on these, but we don't even have any severes on them. Really, the only troublemaker storms out here in Kansas, where they're getting 60-mile-an-hour winds, some large hail. Had up to 2-inch hail back here in is it Syracuse, Kansas.
Oh, that's the other thing, Truck Simulator.
Good rotation right
Play
here
that.
south of
Well, you steal
Marienthal.
my other laptop that took a poopy. But I also like Call of Duty. Well, I haven't played any of the recent Call of Duties. I haven't played Call of Duty in a hot minute. I think the last one I played was like Black Ops 2, but
It's the closest thing we got to a Supercell, little mini one right here.
I don't know, everybody
And it's
complains about the
rotating.
newer Call of Duty, so I don't know if I like any of those, but like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, man, that was my jam.
It's quite interesting.
I like the legit war games. I don't like all the futuristic, like out of touch of reality stuff. I like the realistic.
Oh no, Uncle Andy, it's all good, man. Ask whatever you want, brother. I'm just kind of just hanging out, watching the weather. I'm here for you guys. I'm just here to warn people in case we have bad weather and
I haven't played
tornadoes on the
Battlefield in
ground.
a hot minute. Man, what was man, it was old. Medal of Honor. I think it was Medal of Honor, like Rising Sun or something. You guys, anybody remember that game? It was pretty much like the Pearl Harbor.
Usually I shut down the streams by now, but I mean, we have such a large area threat and so many storms going on down. I'm just going to wait a little longer. What happens?
Zooming in on exactly who is in the crosshairs, this storm is bringing severe winds right into the Burlington area, directly threatening the acute care hospital at the University of Vermont Fletcher Allen Healthcare and the campus of South Burlington High School. Looking ahead along the track, folks in Johnson will see this weather arrive in the next few minutes, while Morrisville should expect impacts in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Further east, staff and residents at the Caledonia County Work Camp Correctional Facility in St. Johnsbury need to brace
way
for
out
howling
there.
60-mile-per-hour gusts that could cause power outages and flying debris.
Man, we have a ton of severe warnings out here, though.
To our
On
one
the
viewer
East Coast,
currently
holy
watching
smokes.
from inside this warning polygon, please move away from windows and get to an interior room on the lowest floor of your building immediately. These 60 mile
Just
per
on
hour
the
winds
western
can
end of
easily
New
snap
York,
branches
coming in all
and
the
knock
little
out power.
states.
So grab your flashlights now and stay safely
Whole
sheltered
bunch of
until
big
the
windy
threat has
storms out
completely
here.
passed.
Heck, they even have some rotation out here by Hancock.
We're looking at Burlington, Vermont, right on the Church Street Marketplace. It looks like a postcard with those decorative tree lights reflecting off the wet bricks, but
My
don't let it
goodness.
fool you. Chittenden County is under an active severe thunderstorm warning with
We have
60
over
mile an hour winds
10
knocking
severe
on the door.
thunderstorm warnings right now
Those
out
folks
here.
walking need to wrap it up. This is about to get messy. Thunderstorm wind damage is hitting 2 miles south-southwest of Chatham, New York, right now, where a tree was knocked down onto power wires.
That's where we're getting all our power outages from out here in the east, these storms.
Severe
actually seen
wind
quite a bit
damage
of power
occurred
outages
near
out here.
Lake Village, Arkansas, a few minutes ago, with law enforcement reporting multiple trees down across the entire county. We are breaking into coverage right now because a brand new severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for east central New York. This is a radar
Yeah, my
indicated
goodness. Look
storm
how many-
carrying 60
How many
mile per
power
hour wind
outages there
gusts
is in
and
northern New
penny-sized
York?
hail,
Holy
which could
smokes.
cause damage to roofs, siding, and trees.
Yeah, these storms are doing some damage out here. Holy smokes, 4,000 houses lost power in Warren County from these storms.
If you are in the path, here's when the
My
storm is
goodness.
heading your way. Walworthing, New York in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Kerhonkson, New York in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Accord, New York in the next 20 to 25 minutes. Stone Ridge, New York in the next 25 to 30 minutes. And for Wallkill, Gardiner, Tilson, and New Paltz, New York in the next 30 to 35 minutes. Get inside and away from windows until this passes.
It looks like the worst of the storms are going into Vermont.
We are interrupting.
Yeah,
the
all these
programming
storms,
right
they were
now
causing a
because
ton of
brand new
power
severe
outages in
thunderstorm
northern
warning
New
has
York.
just been issued for parts of Vermont.
And we have
Radar
severes on
indicated
all these
storms
down
are
here
moving
too,
through
but
the
they
area,
don't
packing
seem to
60
be
mile
as
per hour
bad.
wind gusts that are expected to cause
Based on
damage
looking
to
on the
trees
power
and
outages
power
here, it
lines.
looks like the
This
more
warning is in
northern
effect
storms
for the
are
next hour and 1 minute, affecting
doing
about
quite a bit more damage with the
209,000
winds.
people. Let's get straight to who is in the path. If you are in Richmond or Hancock, Vermont, this is arriving in the next few minutes. For Rochester, Vermont, expected in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Londonderry, Randolph,
We do have some
Waterbury,
power
and
outages
Weston,
down here,
Vermont,
just not as many
you
as
are
it
in the
is
path
further
in the
up
next
north.
10 to 15 minutes. And Bethel, Vermont, this line reaches you in the next 15
Yeah, it looks
to
like
20
these storms are
minutes.
knocking down
Move
a bunch of
indoors
trees
and
and
stay
causing
safe
quite
as
a few
these
power
storms pass
outages.
through.
Unreal.
Got our eyes on
Heck, I was
I-90
even
over at
sleeping on
French
this.
Island, Wisconsin. It's a pretty quiet scene right now, just a bunch of headlight glare and normal nighttime traffic rolling through. The pavement is holding dry, but with a severe thunderstorm watch active for La Crosse County until 1 a.m., this easy drive could change in a hurry.
How you doing,
We have
Baribbit?
a rapidly
Baribbit?
accelerating,
Barabbit?
dangerous storm pushing through Houston County, Minnesota right now. Moving northeast at nearly 60 miles per hour, this
Storms
cell
aren't
is
that
currently
big,
near
but
Spring
man, they're
Grove
screaming through
and heading
here,
directly toward
causing all
Caledonia.
kinds of damage with the winds.
This is the same system that produced tornadoes and funnel clouds earlier across the border in Iowa, and it is gaining strength once again. Expect golf ball-sized hail and intense rotating winds as this moves in. If you are in Caledonia or along this path heading toward West Salem and Sparta, Wisconsin, seek shelter in a sturdy building immediately.
Tornado warning.
We are continuing to
Greenfield.
track that severe storm moving through the area. Radar indicates this system is packing 60 mile per
Are
hour
you saying
wind
there's a
gusts and
tornado on the
penny-sized
ground there?
hail, which are strong
Are you
enough to
in
damage
Greenfield?
roofs, siding, and trees.
I was just looking at
If you
some
are in this
rotation
storm's
over
path,
here.
You need to head indoors and get to an interior room on the lowest floor right now. It is moving east and will reach Wauwersing in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
There's
Kerhonkson
pretty
in the
good
next 10
little
to 15
velocity
minutes,
couplet right
and
here.
Accord in the next 15 to 20 minutes. If you are in Stone Ridge, expected in the next 20 to 25 minutes, and it will push into Gardner,
Look on the end right
Tilson,
here.
and
We
New
can kind of
Paltz
see
in the next
areas where it's
25 to 30
rotating.
minutes before
And
reaching
we got a couple
Clintondale
different
in the next
little
30 to 35
velocity
minutes.
couplets here.
We have about 44 minutes
Multiple
remaining on
areas.
this warning, so stay inside and play it safe until this passes.
I haven't dropped a tornado warning for any of these storms yet, though. I mean, worst case scenario out of these storms, if it is
We
a
are looking
tornado, it'd be
live
like a
at
brief
maintenance
spin
area
up.
in Blandford, Massachusetts.
It probably wouldn't
That
last any more than a
windsock is just
minute, but
hanging quietly under
like
the
right
floodlight.
now they're saying
It
60
looks
mile an hour
completely
wind
dry on
gusts,
the ground,
penny size
But
hail.
Hamden County is
But,
under a severe thunderstorm
These
warning
winds
right
are no
now.
joke. Like they're
60 mile
taking
an
out a
hour
lot of
winds
power.
are barreling east, so this peaceful scene is about to get a very loud wake-up
Didn't
call.
see any power outages for Vermont yet, but if we pull those up, you can see in New York.
We are
Definitely have a
breaking into
ton of power
coverage
outages
right
in New
now
York
with
from
some
these storms.
urgent weather news. A severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for the Texas Panhandle,
Actually,
carrying a
seeing
considerable
about
damage threat with
2,000 to
radar
8,000
indicating
houses
winds
in
up
each
to
county
70
lost
miles
power
per
from
hour.
these storms.
This is a dangerous
So it's,
situation for about 2,600 people in the warning area, as winds this strong can
Yeah, we were
easily
just looking
damage
at the tropical-
roofs,
tropical
outbuildings,
storm
and knock
Douglas.
down trees. If you are in the path of this storm, you need to take action. It is heading toward Howardwick within the hour and Clarendon within the hour. This warning will remain in effect for the next 59 minutes, so please get inside
it
a sturdy
right here.
building and stay away from windows until it passes.
Doom Earth is so cool for
We are
looking at
continuing to
hurricanes.
track those severe storms pushing east across Vermont, with radar indicating wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour that can easily damage trees and knock out power. If you are in Hancock or Rochester, this line is heading your way in the next few minutes. For For those of you in Londonderry, Randolph, Waterbury, Weston, and Bethel,
Now we have a
expect these
severe
winds in the next
considerable down
10
in
to 15
Texas.
minutes, and in Stowe, it will arrive in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Go ahead and move to an interior room on the lowest floor of your building right now to stay safe. We still have about 58 minutes remaining on this warning, and we will keep you advised as these storms move through. I am
Allbot's
checking
playing
back
the
in on
epic
that
music.
active severe thunderstorm warning currently pushing through western Massachusetts and northern Connecticut. This line of storms is still rolling east
We
at
got a
50
severe
miles
considerable
per hour,
down in Texas
carrying
now.
60-mile-per-hour wind gusts capable of knocking down trees and power lines, along with some penny-size hail. I see some
There's
folks
actually
in
a
chat
lot of
talking
storms
about
going
how
on right
fast
now.
these
My
storm
goodness,
cells
they're
are
all over the
intensifying
place.
overhead. And the radar definitely backs that up with some very heavy water-loaded
So they gave
cores
us a severe
pushing towards
considerable down
Springfield,
here in
Chicopee,
Texas
and
with a
Erie. We have
79
about
mile
41
hour
minutes
wind
remaining on this
report.
warning. And to the two
That is
viewers
crazy.
watching us right now from inside this warning polygon, please
Armstrong,
step away from the
Texas.
windows. Get to an
Severe wind
interior
gusts
room
occurred
and
for
stay
2
safe
consecutive
until
minutes.
this line clears. The Stratton Mountain Summit camera in Vermont is taking a beating right now. At nearly 3,900 feet, you can see heavy streaks of
Heck,
wind
we might have
driven
just had a
rain and
brief
hail
touchdown
whipping
over
past
here
the
in
trees
Texas. That might have
under
been
the
what that
infrared
was.
light, shaking the whole frame. Windham County is under a severe thunderstorm warning with 60-mile-an-hour gusts. If you're looking for local coverage down south, head to the Y'allbot
There's a
channel
lot of
for the
rotation down
Kentucky
there.
and Tennessee Y'allbot stream with hashtag KYTN in the title.
It might have gotten hit by like a little EF0 or something. Seeing all kinds of pockets of rotation down here.
Let's dive right into a new
I don't even know what's
severe
out there. This looks
thunderstorm
like it's out in the
warning
middle of nowhere. It's
covering
getting close to
southeastern
Clarendon.
Ulster and west central Dutchess counties in New York. We are tracking a potent storm moving east at 40 miles per hour, packing 60-mile-per-hour
I'm actually surprised to see how bad the storms are all the way up though in
This
Vermont
warning is in
right
effect for the next 42 minutes, so please stay alert if you are in its path.
Arkansas,
the system is
let's
moving
look.
fast, pushing into Wauwersing in the
King
next
of
5
Deer,
to
I
10
like that
minutes
name.
and reaching High Falls in the next 20 to 25 minutes. If you are at Poughkeepsie High School or the Pines at Poughkeepsie Center for Nursing and Rehab, expect heavy impacts, including potential damage to roofs, siding, and
My
trees.
goodness,
From
yeah.
those
You got a lot of
60-mile-per-hour
storms in
gusts.
Arkansas too.
We are also
We don't have any
watching the
severe
Rock
warnings
Hill
for
and
Arkansas,
Shawangunk
but
correctional
there's a lot of
facilities down in
storms
Wallkill,
happening.
where the storm could bring down tree limbs and cause
Which is
sudden
odd because
power
this is
outages.
where our tornado threat is for the day, and we had 2 tornado warnings
Please
about an
move
hour
into
ago. We haven't seen
interior
any
room
more.
on the lowest floor
This
of
is where we have a
story
chance for
building right now
tornadoes today, but
to stay safe from the damaging winds and penny-size hail.
haven't
Make
gotten
sure to
any
keep your devices
today
charged
outside of
and have
that
a
area.
flashlight
But
ready
man, it's
in case
looking
those
really rough in other
60-mile-per-hour
places.
gusts knock out the power in your neighborhood.
We definitely got some big meaty storms out here by Pine Bluff and Hot Springs.
We've got eyes on the Turners Falls Airport.
Really
in
no
Massachusetts.
tornado threat in
And
Arkansas
honestly,
though, thankfully.
it's the calm before the storm. The tarmac is completely dry right now, but a severe thunderstorm warning is active with 60-mile-an-hour winds on the way. If you're looking for local KYTN
Heard a
updates
lot of people
instead,
talking about that
head to the Y'allbot
tropical
channel
storm today.
for the Kentucky and Tennessee Y'allbot stream with hashtag KYTN in the title.
Where is everybody hearing about this tropical storm? You're like the third person today that I've heard that from.
We are continuing to track that intense storm line pushing east, and the primary concern here is a considerable threat from radar-indicated wind gusts up to 70 miles
Kansas
per hour.
City.
Winds of this strength can easily damage roofs, knock down trees, and severely
Actually
impact
have.
mobile homes. If you are in the path, Howardwick, expect this in the next 50 to
There's
55
Topeka,
minutes. In
Wichita.
Clarendon, it will be moving through within the hour. Go ahead and get to an
We
interior
have,
room on the lowest floor of your building right now to protect yourself from those
That's
damaging
Oklahoma.
winds.
No, that's Kansas.
We still have about 56 minutes remaining on this
We
warning.
have some big storms
So
out
keep
here in
hunkered
Kansas.
down
We do
and
have
stay
one
safe.
severe destructive right here, or considerable. This big monster
We have some
storm has
breaking
been
weather
popping
news
out
that
like
we need to get to immediately. A severe thunderstorm
yeah, we had some
warning
2-inch
has
hail
just been
reports
issued
all the
for
way
parts
back
of
here, but this
Wisconsin.
one's moving
This
across
storm
Kansas
is
right
radar
now.
indicated and
I don't know if it's
capable
gonna
of
make it to
producing
Kansas City,
60
though.
mile per hour wind gusts,
Let's take
which
a
could
look here.
easily damage roofs, siding, and trees. This warning affects about 50,000 people and is in effect.
I don't know
for
if
the
these
next
storms are going to
38
make it to you
minutes.
tonight, though. But
If you are
right
in
now, the only
Oakdale
bad
or
storms in
Wyville,
Kansas are back
Wisconsin,
here. It's
expect
pretty far
these
to the
storms
west.
in the next few minutes.
Kansas
For
City's a
Kendall,
long ways
it is
away.
coming in the
So
next 5 to 10 minutes. Camp Douglas and Hustler expected in the next 10 to 15
see what
minutes.
direction they're moving
And for
into.
Necedah, Yuba, and New Lisbon, it will arrive in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Seek shelter.
I mean, you
indoors
might see
right
some
away.
rain tonight. There's a lot of little blips. Let me pull up our SBC outlook again. So this is just our tornado threat for today in this area. Let's pull up our category. This is where we're expected to see rain. So
We are
Kansas
keeping a
City's in the
close
light
eye on
green, so
Monroe
I highly
County,
doubt those
Wisconsin,
storms will make
where a
it to you.
developing
If they
storm
do,
with
they'll probably just
Cashin
be rain
is gaining
showers.
strength. This cell is
Yeah, the
traveling
yellow's where the
east-northeast
severes
at
are
35 miles
expected.
per hour
So basically,
on a
these are,
track
yeah,
that takes
the
it
red,
toward
yellow,
Norwalk
and
Kendall.
oranges are probably where we're going to
Radar
see the
shows the
most
storm's core is
nasty stuff.
intensifying,
And I mean, we
capable
New
of
York's
dropping
got
a
hit hard
quarter-sized
today.
hail.
They
If
have
you
a
live in
lot of
Norwalk
power
or Kendall,
outages out here in
Wisconsin,
New York.
move indoors
We
now.
only had a yellow, but just looking at the power outages,
We are
my goodness,
interrupting
yeah,
our coverage
New York
because
got
we have some
hammered by these
active weather
storms. We have a
developing.
whole bunch of
A
power
brand
outages.
new severe thunderstorm warning has
And they're
just
in
been issued
Vermont
by the
now.
National Weather Service.
Storms
This is
have
a
moved to Vermont.
radar-indicated storm affecting about 20,000 people in central Arkansas, including parts of Garland and Saline counties.
Yeah,
The
we have
primary
a
threats
big
with this
glob
storm are
of
60-mile-per-hour
severe
wind
thunderstorms
gusts
all
and
over
quarter-size
Vermont
hail,
area.
which can damage vehicles, roofs, and trees. If you are in Hot Springs
Yeah,
Village,
these are
Arkansas,
the storms that
this
just took
storm
out
is
all that
heading your
power
way
in New
and is
York.
expected to arrive
Seems like
in the
we're
next
having a
15 to
lot
20
more
minutes.
power outages on the
This
storms that
warning
are
will
in
remain in
Vermont right
effect
now
for
than
the next 51
the
minutes.
one south, even
So
though they're
please head
all
indoors
severe
and stay
warned.
away from windows until this passes.
Seems like this. I don't know if they just haven't been hit by some strong windy storms here in a long time, and that's why
Pulling
there's so
up
many weaker
I-41
tree
in
branches
Grand
that are
Chute,
getting taken
Wisconsin.
down from this.
And yeah, the
Most
rain
likely
is
my
really
guess.
dumping out there now. You can see those diagonal streaks cutting right through the headlights.
There's clearly a
making the
lot more
pavement look
damage
like a mirror.
happening on these more
Traffic's still
northern
moving,
storms here.
But with this downpour, visibility is taking a hit. Just a taste of what's heading toward the Fox Valley tonight.
You're live at Wisconsin?
Forest City puts you right in that Watch 434 box. Crazy NASCAR. And that blip you flagged strengthening over you with a 19,000-foot top is exactly why. The Osage area rotation.
Hey, we
was
actually have a
supercell
severe
that
warning in
since
Wisconsin
congealed
now.
into the bigger cluster now training through your area.
They actually put a
The
severe
SPC's
warning
got
on a storm.
tornado or two on the table with these interactions.
What do you
Keep
know?
that safe spot handy and watch your radar close. Wind and hail are the main players, but this line means business. We are watching a thunderstorm system in northwest Kansas that is currently passing near Selden. This storm previously dropped quarter-sized hail near Colby and Gem, though it has weakened slightly. Right now, it is traveling north-northeast at 20 miles per hour.
This one was
heading
looking
toward
like a
Oberlin,
troublemaker a
Kansas.
while back.
Because
Now
the storm's
it's
main core is sitting higher off the ground,
kind
the
of
overall severe threat has decreased.
just a big glob
but
of
it can still
storms.
produce nickel to half-dollar sized hail. If you are in Oberlin, Kansas, plan to step inside before these gusty winds and hail arrive.
Big, long, straight. I feel like there would be some pretty big winds in this, but
Down in
yeah, we
West
haven't had
Texas,
any
a
wind
strong
reports.
thunderstorm is lifting north out of the Andrews area.
Clearly,
the
it's a
storm is
big
traveling
monster storm,
northward
but
at 17 miles per hour.
and there's
tracking
lots of
toward La
rotation
Mesa,
in it, but we
Texas.
haven't had.
A special
we haven't
weather
had any
statement is
action out of
active
these
for
storms
Andrews
yet.
County, warning of 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. This storm is sitting fairly high off the ground.
We actually
which
had
may
a
limit the
tornado
hail
warning
threat
on
at the
this
surface,
storm about
but
an
those in
hour
its
ago.
path should still prepare for
But yeah, it's
sudden
just been
gusty
eating
winds
merger after
and
merger
brief heavy
since then, and
downpours.
really haven't seen anything else out of it.
Let's slide over to New Lisbon on I-90.
Oh, I think we got a little brief spin-up
It's quiet
tornado
right
happening
now.
right here.
Just some routine nighttime traffic and dry pavement.
That is definitely
Don't let
most
it
likely
fool
a
you.
little brief spin-up
We've got a
tornado happening
severe
right there.
thunderstorm warning active here, with 60-mile-an-hour winds arriving within
Got
minutes.
green and orange,
Enjoy the dry lanes while you can.
and out in the
this
middle
stretch is about to get
of nowhere.
very
It looks like
messy.
we're having a little brief spin-up happen right there. I don't know if they're going to tornado warn it, but it'll
We are
probably be gone by
continuing
the
to
time
track
they do,
that
if they
severe
do warn it.
storm pushing east
They put a
through
severe
central
thunderstorm
and
warning on it,
southwestern
though.
Wisconsin.
That looks like there was a little
Radar
brief spin-up
indicates
there.
wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour are the main threat here, which can easily damage roofs, siding,
This is
and
down
trees.
in
If you are in Hustler,
Lafarge.
expect these winds in the next
in
5 to 10
Wisconsin.
minutes. For Nekada, Yuba, and New Lisbon, expect it to hit in the next 10 to 15
Yeah, see,
minutes.
it already fell apart, but it
Hillsborough,
looked like we had a
you are
little
in the
brief
path
spin-up
in the
there
next
last
15
scan.
to 20 minutes, followed by Delwood, Mauston, and Union Center in the next 20 to 25
It was
minutes.
neat to see that.
With about 33 minutes remaining on this warning, make sure you
Even
are
in a little
indoors
hook
and
of the
away
storm
from
that this
windows.
does have.
Torrential rainfall is also a major concern, so please do not attempt to drive through any flooded roadways.
Get right in there. That was neat.
We are breaking into our programming because a severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for southwestern Kansas. Radar indicates a line of storms carrying 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts is heading your way, which could damage roofs, siding, and trees. This warning is in effect for the next 47 minutes and covers about 39,000 people.
Lafarge is a
If you are in
beautiful
the path,
area. You've been there
you need to
before?
take shelter. This storm will reach Lake, Kansas in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Deerfield in the next 15 to 20 minutes.
I've never been to
Holcomb in
Wisconsin.
the next 25 to 30 minutes. Garden City in the next 40 to 45 minutes. Dighton in the next 45 to 50 minutes. And Pierceville within the hour. We are continuing to track that radar-indicated
huge,
storm
though.
as it pushes northwest, capable of producing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. If you are in Hot Springs Village, this threat is heading directly your way in the next 10 to 15 minutes.
Wisconsin
Now is
have
the
any
time
live
to head
street
to an
cams?
interior room on the lowest floor of your home to stay safe from
I'd
falling
like to see
branches
it.
and damaging winds. We still have about 48 minutes remaining on this warning, so please stay sheltered and let this cell
I'm gonna try to
pass.
pull up a street cam out here.
We are keeping a close eye on that ongoing severe storm system crossing western Massachusetts and northern Connecticut. This line is still carrying 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts capable of knocking down tree limbs, along with some penny-size hail. It is pushing east, heading into Westfield, Southwick, and Amherst in the next few minutes, and will be reaching Springfield and Agawam in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Your power went
A few
off
of you
for
in
like
chat are
30
asking
seconds.
if there is
Oh
a hail
man.
core with this cell. Radar does show
Lily,
some
are
decent
you in
reflectivity,
Wisconsin?
suggesting that pocket of penny-sized hail. But thankfully, nothing
Did you get hit by
major is
one of these
being
storms? I'd
indicated.
like to see what's actually
We
going
have
on.
about 30 minutes remaining on this warning. To
I'm
our
gonna try to
one
pull
viewer
up
watching
because I
from
want to see how
inside the
bad. Because they
polygon
really
in
don't have any
Massachusetts,
severe
go
thunderstorms on
ahead
any
and
of
stay
these.
interior and
They have
away
one
from those
severe
windows
thunderstorm warning,
until
but
this
these storms
passes.
are huge. We just haven't gotten hardly any. We had 2 tornado warnings from this system, but we haven't had hardly any severe thunderstorm warnings. I mean, everything's rotating. It's just like not that bad, right? And it's really mixed up. But
Okay, looking at the current SPC outlook that came out at 9:08 p.m. Eastern, about 2.5 hours ago, we are settling into a classic late-night severe weather setup. We have a highly unstable air mass with dew points in the upper 60s to low 70s, acting as premium fuel for these overnight storms across the upper Midwest. This is a
found some
nocturnal
cams for
hazard window
Wisconsin.
where quiet radar sweeps can turn noisy in a hurry, so staying prepared is the name of the game tonight. Our highest risk area is the Level 3 enhanced
Pocket
risk, shaded
Airport
in
in
red,
Wisconsin.
which stretches across southern Minnesota and right through central Wisconsin.
Not really
Major
raining
population
there.
centers like Milwaukee, Madison, and Green Bay are directly in the path of this system as it organizes tonight. The primary threat with this setup will be straight-line
None of
winds,
these
but
cams
we
are really
also
in the
tracking
area where
threat
the
for
weather's
isolated
bad.
large hail and a few quick tornadoes as these storms march
I'd like to
eastward.
see some storms coming through on this highway.
We are currently carrying a 5% tornado risk tonight, from Rochester over to Madison and Green Bay. There is no hatched area on the map for tornadoes, but with the low-level jet ramping up, any discrete storm that stays isolated could try to spin up a quick one in the dark. Damaging winds are the headline hazard tonight, with a 30% probability and a significant conditional intensity.
I wish
zone.
Ryan Hall was
We
live
are
right now.
watching this wind
He's the
threat
man
evolve
with the
west to
cams.
west,
He
starting with
knows.
high-based wind makers in the
He
western
knows
plains
all the cams
before
for
the
every
primary
state. He did a
Boeing
tier
complex
list on
slams
them
Minnesota,
last
Iowa,
stream.
and Wisconsin. We also have
You
a
can just tell him a
15%
state and he
risk
like
for large
already
hail,
knows.
paired with a conditional intensity zone centered over the upper Midwest. If any early cells can keep their distance from the main line, they will have the updraft strength to drop hail larger than 2 inches in diameter.
Let me pull up
the
our
next
map
official
here.
convective outlook drops around 2 a.m. Eastern Time, and I'll be here in the console watching the HRRR try to model these outflow boundaries. Keep your weather-wise alerts turned up loud so nothing catches you off guard tonight. And if you want a kiter local Kentucky and Tennessee view, go to the Y'allbot channel.
What
and
road
look
is
for the
that?
Kentucky
That's
and
Interstate
Tennessee Y'allbot
90.
stream
So
with
these are
hashtag
about to come
KYTN
across
in the title.
Interstate 90, I believe. This road right here is Interstate 90.
We are continuing to track that severe storm pushing east through Kearney and Finney counties. This is a radar-indicated threat, carrying 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, capable of damaging roofs, siding, and trees. If you are in Lakin, expect these winds in the next few minutes. This system is heading toward Deerfield in the next 10 to 15 minutes, Holcomb in the next 25 to 30 minutes, Garden City in the next 35 to 40 minutes, and Pierceville in the next 50 to 55 minutes. Go ahead and get to an interior room on the lowest floor of your home right now to stay safe. We have about 45 minutes remaining on this warning, and we'll keep you updated. Y'all, we have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning crossing through northern Connecticut.
We actually have a
moving
cam.
into western and central Massachusetts.
9094
This line of
near
storms is
Boston.
racing east at nearly 50 miles per hour, packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-sized
Storm's
hail.
not quite there yet, but
You
we'll
have
be
about
able to
29
see.
minutes
We'll see
left on
that
this
storm
warning
once it gets
before
there.
it expires. This storm is
It's a
pushing
still
right
image
into
cam, but at
heavily
least we can see if the
populated
wind's
areas,
blowing.
bearing down on Agawam in the next few minutes and reaching Springfield in the next 5 to 10 minutes. If you are at Smith Vocational and Agricultural High in Northampton or over at Springfield High School, expect heavy impacts, including
Once
potential
the storm
tree
gets there,
damage
we can take.
and
I mean,
power outages.
it's
very
got to be
soon.
at least 60 mile an
We are
hour winds
also
here.
closely
This
watching
yellow is about
several
60
nursing
miles an
homes
hour,
and
and we're looking at
healthcare facilities in the
4,500
path,
feet.
including Care 1 at Redstone in East
And this
Long
one's
Meadow,
actually
and the
rated.
Julian J. Levitt Family Nursing Home in Long Meadow.
Yep, up to
Make
60
sure your
mile an hour
backup
wind
generators
gusts
are
rated
ready
for this storm.
and folks are kept away from windows, as these 60-mile-per-hour winds can easily snap branches and bring down power lines. To the one viewer we have
In
watching right
Ontario?
now inside this Massachusetts warning polygon, please move to an interior room.
I was seeing
on
a
your
lot of
lowest
storms
floor
up in
right
Canada
away.
today.
Stay away from
Up in
windows
Alberta,
until the
they're getting
penny-sized
good.
hail
There's a
and
ton of
damaging winds
thunderstorms in
pass.
Alberta.
And make sure your devices are charged up in case you lose power.
Nothing too wild, it looks like, but there's definitely quite a few thunderstorms out there.
All right, checking back on the Day 2 SPC outlook from earlier this afternoon, which has been out for about 10 hours now, as we head deep into Wednesday night. For Thursday, we are tracking a sprawling, severe weather setup with two distinct bullseyes, highlighted by a yellow-shaded level 2
What part of
slight
Alberta are
winds.
you worried
The
about?
main driver is
I
a
can actually
strong
pull the
ridge,
velocities up
keeping
in
things
Alberta.
hot and unstable, allowing storms to ride the northern
I
periphery
highly doubt
into the upper
there's a
Midwest.
chance for
while
tornadoes up
separate
there because it
convective
kind of ends in
clusters
the United
ignite over the
States up
southern
here. I'll show you
Appalachians.
where.
We'll have to watch how
So this
tonight's
is our area of
active
threat
storm
today for
complexes
tornadoes.
leave behind outflow
So I
boundaries,
highly doubt
as they'll act as the ultimate
Alberta's having any
playmakers
issues
for
with
where
them, but
tomorrow's storms
I can
initiate.
actually
This
connect
yellow
one of the radar
slight risk
sites up
zone
there.
spans over 22 million people and targets two main corridors. Up north, the threat zone stretches from the Dakotas
You actually
through
have a
Minnesota
Doppler
and
radar right
Wisconsin,
here.
putting Minneapolis, Madison, and Milwaukee in the path of a late-day squall line. Meanwhile, down south, Atlanta and the southern Appalachian corridor face a localized damaging wind threat during peak afternoon heating. If you're in these areas, tomorrow afternoon and evening is your main window to keep your guard up. For the wind threat, we've got a 15%
A little bit of
risk area
rotation on
with a
that one, but
conditional intensity zone that could easily
nope,
produce
that's
destructive
just
straight
inflow.
line
It's
gusts
off
exceeding
the area of the
75 miles
storm.
per hour. We'll be watching this threat evolve from west
I mean, I
to
don't see
east,
anything that looks
starting
like an
with
imminent
high-based
threat
wind
in
makers the
Alberta
western
anywhere.
plains before a consolidated
just
Boeing
thunderstorms.
complex takes aim at Minnesota, Iowa,
There
and
isn't any really
Wisconsin tomorrow night.
anything rotating there.
Large hail is also a major concern, with a 15% probability and a hatched conditional intensity zone centered over the upper Midwest. Any early discrete supercells that can stay isolated near Sioux Falls and Madison will have the updraft strength to dump Hennig-sized hail over 2 inches in diameter. The next official convective update from the Storm Prediction Center drops around 2 a.m. Eastern Time.
They have a mesoscale discussion, severe thunderstorm watch, tornado intensity, less than 90 miles an hour,
Make
winds
sure you
50
have
to
your
75.
weatherwise alerts turned
Like,
up
I'm pretty
loud,
sure I just
so
seen a
you're
little
ready
spin up
when the
tornado
skies
happen
get
there
dark.
not too long ago.
And if you want a tighter
Right on
local
this storm.
Kentucky and Tennessee view, check out our live 24/7 KY and TN stream
Go
on
back
the channel.
just a couple scans. I'm pretty sure we had a little spin up happen down here. That might have been why we have that mesoscale discussion. Yeah, right in there. You
Over
can
in
see it
Unalaska
where it was
on
rotating.
I-90, it's a completely peaceful night.
You go back
Pavement is
further,
dry,
yeah, like right
traffic
here
is
too.
almost
I'm pretty sure we had a little
non-existent,
brief
and
spin
you've
up
got
right
those
there
bright
as well.
commercial lights glowing in the background. But don't let the quiet
They're
fool you.
kind of
We've
watching
got
this area a
severe
little better now, I
warnings just
think,
to our
because we've
west
been
and
seeing a little
south. This
couple
stretch
brief
of
spin
highway
ups here and
is
there.
going to get very active in the next 30 to 60 minutes.
This is in our 5% threat though for the day.
42 local beacons are lit on my screen right now, clustered heaviest with 11 of you in Wisconsin, 6 in Arkansas, and 5 in Minnesota. Turn the volume up if you are one of the 12 currently sitting inside an active warning. Get to your safe room immediately and let these storms pass. Let's look at Minnesota, where a viewer in St. Charles is asking if the storms are done for the night. I hate to break it to you, but you're not in the clear just yet. You are still under a severe thunderstorm watch until 1 a.m., and a strong storm is pushing in just 6 miles to your west right now. With more hail-producing cells tracking just south of your position, keep your alerts active and stay inside until this final line clears out. Just a few miles southwest in Marion, you have a storm sitting searchlight close, only 3.5 miles to your southwest and pushing right towards you. You are under that same severe thunderstorm watch until 1 a.m. And with active cells firing on all sides, now is the time to stay inside and keep those devices charged. Crossing the state line into western Wisconsin, we have a viewer checked in right in the La Crosse area under that same severe thunderstorm watch until 1 a.m. You currently have a pair of hail-producing storms tracking east at 50 miles per hour, with the closest one just over 8 miles to your west and another packing half to 3/4 inch hail 9 miles to your southwest. With multiple rounds of heavy rain and high winds expected overnight, keep your weather alerts turned up, stay inside, and let these cells pass.
Definitely looks like we got a lot of winds in
Huge
this
shout
storm
to the
now, though.
42 spots already active, but let's grab 8 more of you to lock in our 50 user milestone. So turn on your location share in the free WeatherWise app right now. If you want a tighter local look at Kentucky and Tennessee, head over to the YALBOT channel and jump into the Kentucky and Tennessee YALBOT stream.
Yes, we actually have a
hashtag
severe
KYTN
considerable
in the
down in
title.
Texas right now. I think they had a little brief spin up down there or something, because we just
Checking
had a
this rail cam in Neceto, Wisconsin. Aside from that ghostly spider web glowing
actually
on
have
the
a radar
lens,
connected
look
down
at
in
that
Texas.
American
Hold on a
flag
second.
on the right starting to whip. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning active here right now, and that breeze is the leading edge of 60-mile-an-hour gusts. If you're in Juneau County, get inside.
We have a severe considerable down here. This storm, we had like 80-mile-an-hour wind
Thunderstorm
reports
wind damage was reported
put
2
up for this
miles
one down here
northwest
in
of
Texas.
Ashfield, Massachusetts, just a few minutes ago.
I think it was
With
just a little
downed
brief
power
spin up
lines
tornado or
currently
something,
blocking
because
Apple Valley Road.
there's a bunch of little areas that are rotating, but basically, yeah, just this storm out here. But this is going to be in Oklahoma soon. That's
The
about
late
it for
night severe
Texas.
cell
Let
is
me
holding strong.
pull up our
Over the next several
big
hours,
radar
a
again.
robust, low-level jet will continue cranking up storms across eastern Nebraska into Iowa, southern Minnesota, and Wisconsin. Expect trading cells that
Pretty
bring a
much that's
persistent
about it,
flash
yeah.
flood threat
What's
and
actually
localized
happening in
damaging
Texas is
winds
about to leave
straight
Texas,
through
but
the overnight. Further east, the severe
yeah, like I
line
said, we
that
had an
sliced
80
through
mile
New York and New England
mile an hour wind
is
report on
finally
this
pushing out
storm,
of the
so we'll see what
high-population
happens with it.
corridors, but localized wind damage and power outages are still lingering in its wake. Meanwhile, triple-digit heat index values are locked in for the eastern U.S. tomorrow.
There's a
Critical
whole
fire
bunch of
danger
power
remains a
outages
major
out
threat
in
out west.
New York
Tomorrow,
right now.
we are bracing for another
And these
severe
storms are
reload
basically ripping
across
through
the plains
Vermont
and
right now.
Midwest. If warnings go up near you, check official local sources immediately. Keep your WeatherWise app
We
open.
were looking at the
and
power
let's get
outages
back
a little
to the
bit
radio.
ago. Like, look how many houses lost power here in New York from these storms. My goodness.
We are keeping a
Over like
close eye on
2,000
West
houses
Texas,
in each
where
county.
a strengthening thunderstorm
4,000
is pushing
houses
through
in Warren
Martin
County. All these houses
Currently
lost power
near
from
Stanton,
these
Texas.
severe
This storm
thunderstorms
is
that came
tracking
through New
north at
York, and they're in
25 miles
Vermont
per
now.
hour.
Let me
This
check
is the same
Vermont.
system we've been watching, and radar shows it is gaining energy as it heads toward Andrews and La Mesa. If you are in its
Got
path,
quite a few power
prepare for
outages in
gusty
Vermont
winds up
too.
to 50 miles per hour.
They might be getting a
penny-sized
little
hail.
weaker.
Go ahead and move
So it
indoors
looks like we're
now
seeing
to
less
stay
power
safe
outages, or they
until
may
this
not have
passes.
registered yet. But I
Checking
mean, we do
in
have
on
the
Warren,
severe thunderstorms ripping
Massachusetts,
through
where it's a
Vermont as
dry,
well right
quiet
now.
night on the
So
highway. Traffic is rolling
keep an
through
eye on the
without
power
any
outages.
trouble,
But yeah, these
though we're
storms
getting a
just got
face
into
full of
Vermont,
headlight
so
glare in the upper right
we
of
might
the
see
lens.
more power outages.
Absolutely nothing to worry about here.
Yeah, a lot of
weather-wise.
these storms seem to be doing a lot of wind damage, knocking down a bunch of trees, taking out power.
Checking back in on that severe thunderstorm warning we've been tracking across western Massachusetts and northern Connecticut. This mature line of storms is still moving east at 50 miles per hour, carrying 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-size hail. It's pushing into East Longmeadow and Somers in the next few minutes, and Windsor Locks and Enfield in the next 5 to 10 minutes. One of our folks in chat mentioned they can see this system lighting up the horizon all the way from southernmost Litchfield County, and the radar absolutely backs that up with a solid active shelf. We've got about 16 minutes left on this warning before it expires. To the three of you watching us from inside this warning polygon right now, go ahead and stay in your safe spot away from windows until this clears out. Y'all, we are tracking a dangerous, severe thunderstorm.
We haven't had a
moving
tornado
east
warning in a long time, though,
49
which is
miles per
pretty
hour
good.
across western Massachusetts and northern Connecticut.
There's actually a ton
We've
of storms
already
going on
seen
right now,
reports
though.
of
Holy
60-mile-per-hour winds.
It's been
snapping
tough
trees,
just to keep
plus
track of them all.
penny-sized hail, threatening folks from Springfield down to Enfield. You have 16 minutes left on this warning, so
And
please
everything's
stay alert.
rotating too, but nothing's really consolidating much. Just kind of
Zooming in
all
on the
kinds
path
of
over
messy
the next few
velocities.
minutes,
Like we got
this
big
line
broad
is bearing
rotations
right down
here,
on
just all over
several
the place.
vulnerable facilities. We need folks sheltering at the Care 1 at Redstone Nursing Home.
Don't have
in
any
East
isolated
Longmeadow,
supercells
as
out
well
here
as
or
the
anything
Bear
like
Mountain
that.
Nursing Facility in West Springfield to brace for high winds. The storm is also moving right over Springfield High School, bringing a serious threat of tree damage and power outages to those surrounding neighborhoods.
Y'all bot's nailing it though. Y'all ball's on top of it.
To the two of you watching us live,
You
from
won't miss
inside this
anything with
warning
y'all bot
polygon,
here.
you need to move to an interior room on your lowest floor right now. With those 60-mile-per-hour gusts, capable of knocking out power and bringing down large branches around Springfield, getting away from windows is the absolute safest move you can make. Back at New Lisbon on I-90-94.
I'm assuming this
And it's
is
still
where
quiet on
Court
screen
Yerkin's
with
probably
dry
going to stay the
lanes
night in
and
Sig
normal
City.
traffic. But the radar doesn't lie. We've got a
Been
severe
stopped there for a
storm
while.
with
He was
tornado
out chasing.
possible tag
We
just
almost
8
saw a
miles to the
tornado today on
northwest,
his stream.
pushing east. If you're driving this stretch of the interstate, your window of dry weather
We got
is
going
down
down
to
here.
minutes.
Let's check those out. Those are kind of out there alone by themselves.
The National Weather Intensity Score has slipped below 75, currently sitting around 75. This drop comes as high population northeast warnings expire, though developing storms in the upper Midwest are starting to fire. Today's go-live threshold is about 95, keeping us roughly 20 points below that mark. Our team remains on standby and monitoring these setups until midnight Eastern. Remember, this national score is for broad awareness. Always rely on your local warnings for safety.
Went up to 70 right when she was looking at it.
Heads up in southwest Wisconsin. We are tracking a storm crossing the Mississippi River right now. Currently positioned near New Albin, Iowa, this system is moving east-northeast at 40 miles per hour. It is heading directly
just little
toward
blips.
DeSoto, Wisconsin, and will eventually push toward Viroqua. While this storm is highly elevated, reducing the immediate wind threat at the ground, it does show some rotation and is capable of dropping penny-sized hail. If you are in DeSoto or along the river,
A little bit of
go
rotation by
ahead and
New
step inside
Libsyn.
before the rain and lightning arrive.
That might be one of those little baby spin ups happening again.
Let's
definitely have a
turn our
velocity
attention
coupler
to
there.
northeast Iowa, where we have a strong thunderstorm moving past Walk-On.
Yeah,
This
definitely
system
some
is
pretty good
traveling
velocities here
east-northeast
by
at
New
28
Lipson.
miles per hour.
They
heading
might see a
directly
big
toward
blast,
Dorchester,
80 mile an hour
Iowa,
winds,
before
89 mile
eventually
an hour winds
crossing
right
into
there.
Wisconsin. While
Same
the
with
high cloud
Hustlers,
base
a
should
little
limit
bit of
damaging winds at the
bit of a
surface,
couplet there too.
this storm is carrying enough ice to produce quarter-sized hail. If you are in the path around Dorchester, please seek shelter inside a sturdy building.
See this tiny little
We are
pocket of
tracking a
rotation
severe
right there.
thunderstorm warning moving east at 46 miles per hour, and it stays in effect for the next 30 minutes. This storm is packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and small hail, and we have already seen a history of it knocking down trees and power lines. Let's zoom in on exactly who is in the path of these dangerous winds right now. The storm is bearing down on Worcester and South Royalton in the next few minutes, so folks at the Woodridge Nursing Home up in Bear need to stay away from windows as the heavy weather hits. Further south and east, this will reach Chester in the next 15 to 20 minutes, bringing a real threat of power outages to facilities like the Southern State Correctional Facility in Springfield, while those at the Grafton County Nursing Home in North Haverhill should brace for those gusts as the line pushes east. To the one viewer we have watching right now from inside this warning box, please move to an interior room on your lowest floor immediately. Get away from windows to protect yourself from those 60-mile-per-hour winds and small hail. And make sure your phone is charged in case those trees bring down the power lines in your neighborhood. Y'all, we are closely tracking a mature squall line sweeping east at 36 miles per hour across Juneau, Vernon, and Monroe counties. This severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for the next 12 minutes and packs a punch with 60-mile-per-hour straight-line wind gusts and small hail. The radar shows a widespread broad wall of wind pushing through, and while we are seeing tight rotation right now, a quick spin-up tornado remains possible. Zooming in on the path, this intense band of heavy rain and wind is bearing down on the New Lisbon
I'll
Correctional
say I hope these storms are
Institution
starting to calm down a little bit.
Crestview
We're seeing
Nursing
a lot
Home
less power
in the
outages
next
come
few
out of these
minutes.
storms in
Down
Vermont
south,
now.
the
So
folks at Elroy Health Services and the Hillsborough Volunteer Fire Department need
I don't
to
know
be
if we have
sheltering
anybody
right
here
now
from
as
Vermont
the heavy
that's actually
reflectivity
getting hit
cores
by these
arrive.
storms right now.
Looking ahead, this line will push eastward into Mauston and the Wonowoc Area Volunteer Fire Department in the next 5
Ryan
to
Hall
10
makes
minutes.
you mad. Aw.
Expect potential damage to roofs,
I
siding,
miss Ryan
and
Hall. He
trees
hasn't streamed
as
in a
those
couple
intense
days. I wish he was here, but at
60
least we got
gusts
Y'all Box. She's
roll
on
through your
top of it, right?
neighborhoods. To the one viewer we have watching right now from inside this warning polygon,
I have a lot more fun
please
streaming than
step
Ryan
away
Hall's
from the
here.
windows and move to an interior room on your lowest floor immediately. With these winds capable of snapping tree limbs and
So
knocking
we
out
have a
power,
cam
keep
there.
your devices charged and stay safely hunkered down until this system passes.
Okay, so yeah, this storm's pretty much actually, you know what? This area where we have that little velocity cup, it's really close to where the cam is. But it's not an
Thunderstorm
actual
wind
live
damage was
cam. It's
reported
just
1
a
mile
still
east
image
of
one.
Blandford, Massachusetts, a few minutes ago, where a downed tree is blocking the westbound Massachusetts Turnpike near
Oh,
mile
well.
marker 33. Lights slide down to Garland County, Arkansas, where it is dead quiet on the westbound lanes tonight. Pavements dry despite those bright reflections, and traffic is practically non-existent. We've got active cells on the radar in the wider region, but this stretch of highway is completely peaceful for now.
Well,
Okay,
velocity
looking at
couplet's
the
been
current
maintaining here
SPC
by New
outlook that came
Libsyn.
out at 9:08 p.m. Eastern, which has been in play for nearly 3
No
hours
rotating.
now as we roll close to midnight. We are seeing a very active convective setup tracking across the upper Midwest and Great Lakes tonight, fueled by a strengthening low-level jet. This is primarily a nocturnal threat where a roaring complex of storms will attempt to push through the region after dark. The primary concern through the early morning hours remains widespread damaging winds, but isolated large hail and a couple of tornadoes are still very much on the table. Our main area of concern is the red-shaded Level 3
Oh
Enhanced Risk
my.
Corridor, which is draped across southern Minnesota and slices directly through central and eastern Wisconsin. Metros like Milwaukee, Madison, and Green Bay are right in the bullseye as these storms organize and drive east tonight.
That's what
The
I hear.
atmosphere
They
is
pay like
primed with deep
$50 an
moisture,
hour
meaning
for
these
something
fast-moving
like that
storms will carry a
for
heavy threat for
watching
straight-line
the
wind
streamers,
damage
but I'm
as they roll
we're
through
100%
overnight.
non-profit.
If you are
so
in this corridor, make sure you have your severe alerts enabled because this is a late-night event.
we're not involved with any of that stuff right now.
Damaging winds are the dominant story tonight, carrying a 30% probability with a significant conditional intensity zone. We are tracking this 75-plus mile-per-hour wind threat as it moves west to east, pushing
Just do
from
this
our
for
western
fun. I
zone
like
in
to
the
help
High
people
Plains
out
straight
when there's
into the
bad
main
weather.
Boeing complex slamming through Wisconsin.
That's like the worst part of the storm right now. That little couplet's still there. The latest scan. I'll be surprised if we see some power outages in this area.
We also have a 15% probability for large hail, which includes a conditional intensity zone, where stones could easily exceed 2 inches in diameter. This hail risk is tightly centered over the upper Midwest, where any early discrete cells will have the updraft power to drop hen egg-sized ice. The next official convective update from the Storm Prediction Center drops around 2 a.m. Eastern Time, and I'll be right here in the console watching how these boundaries behave. Make sure you've got your weather-wise alerts turned up loud so you don't sleep through a warning tonight. And as always, don't be scared.
Hey Angela,
Be
only
prepared.
since last year I started I'm disabled and kind of got into the weather
Thanks for the
watching Ryan
Y'all-cast,
Hall and
S. Baker.
Nate Snyder
Pueblo
back
West
in the
is a
day.
good one to
Just
dig into, especially with that Lee trough
got
setup
into it.
pushing dry-line storms
So
nearby. It's a busy
here I
night
am.
with storms firing across a
I
bunch
tried
of
streaming
states,
one day
so
and it
might
was kind
take
of
me a
fun
little
and I
while to
kept doing
swing
it
your map
since.
up
And
and break down those winds. Checking back in on Necedah,
it's
Wisconsin,
fun being able to help
and
people
honestly,
here and there.
it's still eerily quiet out in this field. Just a big spiderweb glowing on the night lens. But don't let the peace fool you. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag right over Juneau County. That storm is imminent, so get inside.
I mean, this is our only severe warned storm right now that's actually in our chance for tornadoes today.
Thanks
It
for
looks
the
like
tube,
we saw
at
a
S.
couple
Baker
little
TNTX.
brief spin-ups happen
Welcome over
inside
to
the storm,
Pueblo
but
West, right off the reservoir out west
even
of
these little
Pueblo
brief
proper.
spin-ups aren't
Straight
that
to your
strong,
question
so
on the
that's a
forecast
good
and
thing
wind.
for anybody that
Right
lives
now,
out in front
it's
of the
calm and
storm.
mild, but Thursday cranks up into a dry, gusty, fire
Like I
weather
think they
kind of
said
day.
tornado intensity was
It's
max like
77
90
degrees,
mile an hour.
feeling near 71, humidity down at 23% under a fully overcast sky.
Kinda right
Winds
here.
light this second, south-southeast around 8, gusting
Tornado
near 16.
intensity up
So
to
nothing
90
rowdy
mile
at
an
your door
hour,
right now.
basically.
The
So
catch
yeah,
is
little
the air
brief
itself.
spin-ups that'd be like
You're
a
under an air
90 mile
quality
an hour
alert
gust at
for
max.
wildfire smoke
And the
off
winds
the
are saying
Aspen Acres and
55 to
Sheephead
70 as
fires,
well.
running through 9 tomorrow morning.
And that
So
expires
if your
in 1
lungs gripe
hour.
overnight, keep the windows shut. Overnight cools down nice and easy toward a low near 57, with patchy smoke sneaking in between 10 and 2. Wind staying
I
light
started
out
up
of
the stream on a
north-northeast.
tornally warning.
Then
and,
Thursday's the turn. Sunny
there's
and up
actually a
near
confirmed
96,
tornado on the
and
ground.
that's when the wind picks its side,
And
west-southwest at
yeah.
5 to 15. A red
Corey
flag warning
Gherkin here
kicks
was
in
on
at
it.
10
He
Thursday
almost
morning through
caught the
midnight.
tornado.
Southwest
He got
winds
to it
gusting
right
to
after it
35,
dissipated,
and humidity
and
dropping as low as 5%.
he was watching a little
So
storm
any
there
fire
for a
that
while.
starts is going to move fast. Thursday night, the wind holds around 15 out of the west.
Heavy
before
rainfall.
Friday climbs to near 99. The hot peak of your stretch, with more single-digit humidity and continued fire concern. There's a low-end shot at an isolated high-base storm along the Lee Trough, well east of you, Thursday and
This is
Friday
really our
afternoons.
only area of concern
Pueblo
right now,
West
other
sits
than
on a dry western edge. So don't bank
whatever
on
we have
rain
going
to
on
keep the
up
fire
in
risk.
Vermont.
Watch that smoke and be
Oh, this
extra
thing's
careful
dry,
with
and we may get a
anything that
tornado
sparks
warning out of this
Thursday.
sooner or later.
We
We
y'all
got a
in
bit of
Pueblo
a
West
hook here.
always. We're looking
See
at
how
the
it's
summit
coming
of
in
Stratton
here?
Mountain, Vermont, at nearly
Kind of
3,900
twirling around,
feet.
and you can kind
can
of
see
see
the
our
rain
area
streaking
right
through
here
the
where it is
infrared
kind of
light
rotating.
as the camera pans past the lift towers. There's a severe
They
thunderstorm
updated
warning
the
active
severe
here
thunderstorm
for
warning
60
on it.
mile-an-hour winds. Up on this high ridge, they're getting the worst of it.
Hey, thanks, Angela. I try. I used to be a salesperson before I was disabled. I'm used to talking to people. It's
We are
fun and
breaking
something
into
to do
coverage
when I'm
right
stuck
now
at home all the
because a
time.
brand new severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued. Our radar is indicating a
Hey,
line
look
of
at that. What do
strong
we have
storms
here?
capable of producing 60
We got a
mile per hour
flash
wind
flood
gusts
watch.
and penny-sized hail. This threat affects about 1,451,000 people across parts of Connecticut,
A new
Massachusetts,
tornado warning.
and Rhode
New
Island.
tornado
And
warning.
these storms have a history of knocking down trees and
Is it going to be for
power
this guy right here?
If you are in
Probably
the
tornado
path,
warning this.
Here is when to expect it.
Yep.
Hamden, Massachusetts, Royalston, Massachusetts,
tornado
and
warned it.
Hardwick, Massachusetts, in the next few minutes. It will reach Stafford,
This was the same
Connecticut,
area we
and
had a
New
little
Braintree,
spin-up tornado, I
Massachusetts,
think,
in
about
the next
15
5
minutes
to 10
ago.
minutes. And it heads toward North Brookfield, Massachusetts, Wales, Massachusetts, and Winchendon, Massachusetts, in the next 10 to 15 minutes. This warning remains active for the next hour and 1 minute.
And I've been staring at
If you
these
are in
storms
these
like
areas,
a hawk for the
please
last
head
2
indoors
hours.
and stay away from
I
windows.
was waiting for something to pop up. I knew something would eventually.
We are interrupting our broadcast to
our
bring you
little-
some urgent
little nub
breaking
hasn't
weather
popped
news.
out.
A
This
brand
3D
new
scans
tornado
from like
warning has just
5
been
minutes
issued
behind,
for
so we
central
can't even see it
Wisconsin,
yet.
and we need to get you to safety right now. Forecasters have detected radar-indicated rotation on this storm, which is moving east and putting about 11,000
I
people
think this
in
is
its
where it's
potential
at
path.
right there.
This critical warning is in effect for the
Yeah,
next
in
31
here,
minutes.
like right in here.
If you are in Easton, Wisconsin, or
Yeah, and this
Adams,
is from like 5
Wisconsin,
minutes ago. We'll have
you
to
need to
take
seek
another
shelter
3D
in
look
the
at it
next
here in
10 to
about
15
5
minutes.
minutes. See if we can
This
see anything
dangerous
more
storm
on
is
it.
tracking toward Grand Marsh, Wisconsin, in the next 20 to 25 minutes. Residents in West.
What happened to y'all bot? She got cut off. You cut herself off?
We are interrupting our broadcast to bring you some urgent breaking weather news. A brand new tornado warning has just been issued for central Wisconsin.
She
We need
interrupted
to get you to
herself.
safety right now. Forecasters have detected
that's
radar-indicated rotation on this storm, which is moving east and putting about
You guys wanna
11,000
see something
people
neat?
in its potential path. This critical
Nightbot and
warning
y'all
in
bot are
effect for the
related.
next 31 minutes. If you are in Easton, Wisconsin, or Adams, Wisconsin, you need to seek shelter
You see
in the
this?
next 10 to 15 minutes.
They're
This
cousins.
dangerous
I heard they
storm
were
is tracking
cousins.
toward Grand Marsh, Wisconsin, in the
They're
next 20
related.
to 25 minutes. Residents in Westfield, Wisconsin, and Coloma, Wisconsin, expect this to arrive in the next 35 to 40 minutes. Hancock, Wisconsin, is in the path in the next 40 to 45
So I
minutes.
actually have like a
followed by
half of
Dakota,
y'all bot
Wisconsin,
in here with
in the
those.
next 50
It's
to
just y'all
55
bot's little
minutes,
cousin.
and Watoma, Wisconsin, within the hour. This storm is capable of producing flying debris that poses a direct threat to life, and it can easily damage or destroy mobile homes, roofs, windows, and trees. Please take cover immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, stay away from windows, and protect yourself.
I mean, talking about, you were bringing up storm chasers and just being a storm chaser, period. I don't know how many of you guys are driving already. I know we have people from all ages in here, but it costs a lot to be a storm chaser.
All right, checking back on the SPC outlook from earlier this afternoon.
You know, those guys
which has
probably
been in the
spend
wild for
$1,000
over
a week
10
on
hours
gas
now, as we head
easily,
deep
you
into the
know,
night.
and they
For Thursday,
destroy their
tomorrow's
cars,
severe
they
weather threat
destroy the
marches forward,
windows, like
heavily
everything
dependent
just
on
gets
the
all
outflow
beat up.
boundaries left behind by tonight's ongoing
Not to
storm
mention,
processes.
like, they're on the
We are
road
tracking a multi-region
nonstop.
setup where intense summer heat and a stalled
Like, they are
northern boundary
constantly
will trigger
driving all
multiple
over the
rounds of
United
severe
States.
weather. The main action kicks off with an
I wouldn't be
early-day
surprised if
complex
they spend
in the
more than
mid-Missouri
$1,000 a
Valley
week in
before
gas,
diurnal
honestly.
supercells erupt across the Dakotas tomorrow afternoon. The yellow-shaded level
expensive
2
as
slight
gas
risk
is
area
now.
covers a
How much-
massive
I
corridor
guess it
from
all
the northern
depends, like,
plains straight into the Great
when.
Lakes, alongside a separate bullseye over the
Like,
southern
I think
Appalachians.
Corey Gherkin's
Up
been on the
north,
road the last
major
4
metros
days.
like Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Milwaukee are in the crosshairs for a late-day squall line, while Atlanta faces a localized damaging wind threat during peak afternoon heating. If you're in these zones, the primary window for severe weather will stretch
I'm
from
sure
tomorrow
Ryan Hall
afternoon deep into
Definitely
the
has a
overnight
lot to do
hours.
with helping those guys out.
We have a 15% probability for damaging winds, featuring a hatched conditional intensity zone where destructive straight-line gusts could exceed 75 miles per hour. We will be watching this threat evolve from west to east, starting with high-based wind makers in the western plains before a consolidated Boeing complex takes aim at Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin tomorrow night.
go
Large
back
hail is
to
also a major
Vermont.
concern tomorrow, with a 15% risk and a hatched conditional intensity zone centered over the upper Midwest.
These
Any
storms
early
have
discrete supercells
pretty
that can
much
stay
the worst
isolated
part of it's
near Sioux Falls
made
and
it through
Madison
Vermont
will
now.
have the updraft strength to dump Hennig-sized
They might be
hail
letting
over
these
2
warnings
inches in
expire
diameter.
now,
The
'cause you
next
can kinda see
official
this area isn't
convective
warned
update from
anymore.
the Storm Prediction Center drops
Still have
around 2 a.m. Eastern Time.
one last
And
severe
I will be
thunderstorm down
monitoring
here
the
by
incoming
Worcester,
high-res
Marlboro, and
HRRR runs
Leominster.
to see how tomorrow's
Check our
boundaries
power
shift.
outages again.
Make sure you have your weather-wise alerts turned up loud so you are ready when the skies get dark. And as always, don't be scared, be prepared.
Still about the same. So it looks like these storms have really kind of died out here. You have 1,300 power outages in Washington County.
We are continuing to track that radar-indicated rotation moving east. If you are in this warned area,
this is about
you
it
need
for
to get
Vermont.
to the lowest floor of a
The
sturdy building
storms are moving
in
out
an
of Vermont
interior
right
room
now.
away from windows right now. This storm is capable of producing
Check
flying
down here,
debris
though.
and destroying mobile
check out
homes.
down there.
And it is heading toward Adams in the next 10 to 15 minutes, and Grand Marsh in the next 15 to 20 minutes. If you are in Westfield in the next 30 to 35 minutes, or Coloma in the next 35 to 40 minutes, you need to be ready to seek shelter.
Massachusetts.
We have about 27
One
minutes
county
remaining on
that
this warning,
lost about
so please
3,000
stay
houses
in your
lost
safe
power in
place and
Massachusetts.
let this pass.
I think the storms are coming through these counties right here, coming through
We are
Norfolk
continuing to
and
track those severe
Middlesex right
storms
now.
pushing east, with radar indicating winds up to 60 miles per hour and penny-sized hail. These storms have already shown a history of downing trees
I'm
and
assuming
power
they're
lines,
probably
so
going to
you want
let
to get
this one
indoors
expire.
and away from windows immediately.
Because it definitely
Looking at
looks like
who
the
is
storms
next
have
in the
thinned out a
path,
bit.
Expected in
Actually, you know what? Let's
Royalston,
change radars.
Hardwick, and Stafford in the
Got a
next
much
few
better
minutes.
look down here.
New Braintree in the next 5 to 10 minutes, and then Wales, Winchendon, Oakham, and Rindge in the next 10 to 15 minutes. We still have about 58 minutes left on this warning, so please stay safely inside until this line clears.
Someone came in here and said that we had a tornado in
Niseta
Vermont.
just went from
but they
0
never
to
tornado
100
warned
in a
it.
hurry.
It
Look
wouldn't
at those heavy
surprise me
streaks
because
of
I did
rain,
see lots of
maybe
areas
even hail,
rotation on these storms.
absolutely dumping on the Union Pacific tracks. We just had a massive lightning flash light up the entire tree line. If you're in Juneau County, that nasty 60 decibel core is right on top of you.
Going back to our tornado warning. Making sure I'm on a good radar site. So these storms are pulling away from La Crosse.
Moving through central
Might
Wisconsin.
as well connect to
Radar indicates wind gusts
Wisconsin
up to
radar.
60 miles per hour are possible, which can easily damage roofs, siding, and trees. Bancroft, Adams, and Arkdale expect these winds in the next few minutes. Almond,
those
you are
blips
next
really
in the
haven't
next
gotten any
5 to 10
bigger out
minutes,
there.
followed
Still
by
have this
Hancock
flash
in
flood
the
warning.
next 15 to
It's kind of
20
weird they
minutes,
flash flood
and
warn such a
Plainfield
small
in the
little
next
area.
25 to 30 minutes. If you are in these areas, get inside a
I
sturdy
mean,
building
it's been
right
getting
now and
nonstop
stay away
rain in
from
those
windows.
areas for sure.
We still have
And there's
about
more to be
58
coming.
minutes remaining on this warning, so please stay safe and let this pass.
Yeah, Nina and Appleton, Colquanna. You guys all have a flash flood warning right now.
"34 of you are pinging live data to my screen right now, stacked heaviest with 19 in Wisconsin and small duos in Arkansas and Kentucky. Crucially, 11 of you are sitting directly inside active warning polygons, including that Wisconsin tornado warning. So if that is you, drop the phone, get to your safe
Take a
room,
look at our
and
3D
stay
on the
safe.
storm now. We might be able to see the rotation. It's still rotating.
Let us zoom right in on one
still
of those
have
red
rotation
polygons
here.
in central Wisconsin, specifically near Adams and Friendship. You are under an active tornado warning right now, as a rotating storm
there's
near
our
Delwood
little,
pushes east at
Look
35
right
miles
in
per hour.
there.
Get to your basement or an interior room immediately. This is a dangerous situation, and that storm is right on your doorstep.
That's where it is, right in there.
Just 2 miles east of Mauston, we have another viewer pinned right in the crosshairs of the same nasty
It's like
line.
mostly lower,
You are under
lower
a severe
in lower
thunderstorm warning
velocities.
with 60
closer to
mile
the
per hour
ground.
winds knocking on your door. Plus, we are tracking a rotating storm just 15 miles to your north. With that active tornado threat right next door, please stay in your safe space and keep your weather radio turned up. Right in Mauston proper, another one of our viewers is sitting directly in the path of this same severe warning. You have 3 separate storm cells converging on you
Well,
right
isn't
now,
that sneaky?
including a strengthening hailmaker just 7 miles to your
You can
west
see it right now.
northwest.
You can. You
With
can see
60
it coming
mile per
all
hour
the way from the
winds
top,
and a
coming
tornado
down right
possible
through
tag
here.
on this warning, please get away from windows.
That's where our tornado
and play
warning
it safe
is.
tonight.
It's actually connecting the dots from all the way up in the storm.
Want your dot on this radar? Grab the free WeatherWise app via the QR code on screen or the link below. Hit that yellow menu button, toggle yaw mode, scroll down,
I mean,
and
it's still
complete the quick
rotating too.
verification. That safely shares your
Still
approximate
rotating pretty
location
good there.
so I can watch your back when the storms roll in. Huge shout out to the 34 legends currently lighting up my screen, but we need 16 more of you to hit our milestone of 50. Meanwhile, if you are watching from the Bluegrass or Volunteer State,
Just north of
jump over
White
to the
Creek
Y'allbot
and heading
channel
towards
and
Grand
find
Marsh
the
in
Kentucky and Tennessee
Wisconsin.
Y'allbot stream with hashtag KYTN in the title for dedicated local coverage.
Oh,
You are
Massachusetts,
one
lots
viewer
of
watching us
nasty
right now from
thunderstorms out in
inside this warning
Massachusetts.
polygon in central Wisconsin. You have a
It's
dangerous
just there. Hold
storm
on.
capable of producing a tornado moving right into your neck of the woods. Radar is showing tight rotation near Delwood, and the storm is booking it
Hold
east
on.
at 35
I got too
miles
much stuff
per hour.
open. I gotta close
If you
one
are
of
in
these down.
Adams, this is hitting you in the next few minutes. Grand Marsh, you are next in the next 10 to 15 minutes, followed by Westfield in the next 25 to 30 minutes.
I have 2
Do not wait to see
SBC
if
outlets
this is
open.
on
I'll
the
need
ground.
both of those. All
Get to
right.
the lowest floor of your building. Hunker down in an
A
interior
box
room away
right
from
here.
windows.
Yeah. So
and
we
put
have
as many walls
severe
as you can
thunderstorms in
between you
Massachusetts
and the
right now.
outside.
We've lost quite a bit of power from some of these
We are keeping a very close eye on Mauston, Wisconsin,
areas.
where I-90
Can't say specifically where, but
as headlights catch the spray
they finally
on the
dropped
pavement.
that severe warning
Traffic
there.
is
But
still rolling.
yeah, looking at the
Listen,
power outages, these
Juneau
storms are
County
knocking
is under
down
an
a lot of
active
trees and
tornado
stuff.
warning right now. That storm is tracking east, so if you're on this stretch of highway, don't wait around.
Refresh and see what we
Get
got.
off
Yeah,
the
so we
road
have
and
what,
get to shelter.
2,800 houses lost power in Hampshire County, and we got 204 in
We are
Worcester. That's
tracking
where
a
it's at
new
now.
tornado warning
Storms
for
are
central
actually
Juneau
passing through
and central
Worcester
Adams
County as
counties
we
in
speak.
Wisconsin
So
that goes for
this
another
number
20
may go
minutes.
up. We're going to check
A
again, and if
powerful
it
line
is,
of
we know
storms
it's still
capable of
pretty
producing
bad.
a tornado is racing east at 37 miles per hour. Radar shows a Boeing
Storms
segment
are
pushing
kind of
through the
split
region,
up a little bit,
so you
though.
need to take this seriously.
And it's just
right
still
now.
windy regardless. Just know there's
Looking
lots of
closely at
winds
the
out
radar,
here.
we are seeing a mature line of
So they
severe
have it
storms
rated
with
as
a dangerous Boeing
60
segment
mile an
and
hour
intense
wind
rain
gust,
cores that
penny
could bring hail,
size.
even though we aren't seeing a tight rotational couplet at this exact moment. If you are in Adams near Adams Friendship High School, this storm is arriving in the next few minutes. Folks over in Friendship, especially around the area at Villa Pines Nursing Home, and those down near the Federal Correctional Institution in Oxford, need to brace for dangerous flying debris. The winds inside this system can easily damage roofs, shatter windows, and knock down trees across these communities. To the two of you watching right now from inside this warning polygon, please do not wait. Get to your basement or an interior room away from windows immediately. If you are in the path toward Grand Marsh near the Newchester Volunteer Fire Department, you only have about 5 to 10 minutes to seek shelter before this hits. Headlight glare is bouncing off dry pavement here on I-90-94 at Camp Douglas, Wisconsin, with traffic
We haven't
flowing
seen
normally.
Lisa yet tonight.
Don't let this calm view fool you. Juneau County is under an active tornado warning right now. These severe storms are packing damaging winds and a possible tornado, heading right for this corridor. If you're driving here, find shelter now. Collapsing storm is pushing out of Vermont and into New Hampshire tonight. Currently near White River Junction, Vermont, the system is traveling east-southeast at 32 miles per hour, heading directly toward Lebanon and Canaan, New Hampshire. Though the storm is steadily losing its strength, it can still produce hail up to quarter size.
A little bit
If
of
you
a
are in
ramp
its
up
path
happening
in
right
western
there.
New Hampshire, step indoors and let these storms pass.
Like 2 areas
Let's pull
it's
our eyes
rotating
back
in
to this
now.
ongoing severe thunderstorm warning for
You
southern
guys can
New
see
England,
this, but we
where
have
we've
2
got
little
about
velocity
47 minutes
couplets
left
now
on the
showing
clock.
up.
This line of storms is pushing east at 30 miles per hour, packing
Like they
60
just
mile per hour
updated the
wind
tornado
gusts
warning.
and penny-sized hail. We've already seen a history of downed trees and power lines with this system, and it's heading toward Winchendon, New Braintree, and Oakham in the
I think
next
they
few
said the
minutes,
worst
and
case
Union in the
scenario
next
right
5 to
now
10
is like
minutes,
90 mile an
before
hour,
reaching
so
Rutland
like
in the
basically
next 10 to
EF0
15
max for
minutes.
this area,
To
right?
the two of you watching us from inside this warning polygon in
Just based on
Massachusetts
the
and Rhode Island,
mesoscale,
please
you
play
know,
it safe,
discussion. We
stay
probably,
away
you
from
know,
windows, and let these winds blow
these
on
spin ups
through.
we're seeing, nothing's going to be too strong, nothing to be too concerned about, right? I'm actually surprised they gave us a 5% today.
Let's check
The
in on
SBC
Westford,
outlook.
Massachusetts, where the traffic camera is panning across some dry highway lanes. It looks totally
But as
routine out
usual,
there
you
right
know,
now,
you guys
but
take
don't
your
get
safe
cozy.
spots when you got a
Westford
tornado
is
warning.
directly under a severe thunderstorm
Holy
warning,
smokes, we got
with
3
60
areas
mile-an-hour
now of
wind gusts
rotation.
headed this way. Enjoy the dry pavement while it lasts.
That is wild. Kind of split up. We got one here, rotation here, and
Y'all,
then another
we need
spot
to
right
keep our
here.
close attention on central Adams County in Wisconsin, where that tornado warning remains in effect for another 17 minutes. This is a radar-indicated storm, meaning we are still tracking strong
That
rotation
does look
on
a
our
bit
radar
concerning.
scans, even though nothing is officially on the ground yet. This dangerous cell is moving east at 37 miles per hour, bringing the threat of flying debris, ruined mobile homes, and shattered windows. If you are in Easton, it is arriving in the next few minutes.
Putting
For
up
folks in
my
Grand
city
Marsh,
state.
You have about 5 to 10 minutes to get to
I
shelter.
didn't say put up your street
And those in
address,
Oxford
just
need
the
to be
city
in a
and
safe
state.
place in the next 15 to 20 minutes.
Uh,
Please stay in your safe room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building until this clears out.
right now, we're in Wisconsin. Right now, we're watching the
Y'all,
basically
we are tracking a tornado warning for central Adams County.
our
that
tornado
remains
threat
in
for
effect
tonight
for the next
is
16 minutes.
in
This
Wisconsin
dangerous
mostly
storm is
tonight.
moving
Let me
east
pull
at
up our
37
SBC
miles
outlook
per
again.
hour, packing a dual threat of
So this is the
potential
area of
spin-ups
concern
and
today. We got a
intense
5%
straight-line
chance
winds.
tornadoes in the
If you are in
red,
the
2% in
immediate
the
path,
green, and
especially near Easton,
we are
you need
currently
to be in your
watching
safe
a
space
tornado
right now.
warning that we have in Wisconsin with multiple areas of rotation.
Looking at the radar, we are seeing a wall of intense red and orange reflectivity cores, bringing heavy rain and potential hail straight toward the Friendship and Adams area. Facilities like the Aria at Villa Pines Nursing
Basically,
Home
it's
and
looking like
Adams Friendship
anybody
High
inside of
School
this tornado
need to
warning. There's
brace
a good
for
chance
flying debris
they'll
and
feel like
potential structural
up to a
damage
90 mile
as
an
this
hour wind
intense line
gust. That's kind of
pushes
what we're
through.
looking at.
Farther east,
This
the
isn't
Federal
like
Correctional
a
Institution in Oxford is directly in the path,
huge like
with the
tornado
worst of the
outbreak
storm
event. It's
arriving
just
in the next 15 to 20 minutes.
you know, we're having some brief spin
While
ups
our
and
latest radar velocity scans
big
show a
blast of
broad
winds in
sweep of
certain
damaging
areas.
straight-line winds, rather than a tight tornado
I
cover
don't even
at
think
this exact
we've seen
moment.
an isolated
A quick
supercell
spin-up
yet
is still a
today.
major threat along that leading bow edge.
But then again, you never know with these storms. Sometimes you can have the wildest
For
things
the one
happen.
viewer we have watching right now from inside this warning polygon near Grand Marsh,
It's definitely, we
please
definitely
get
got
to
some
an
rotation
interior
in these
room or
areas
basement
right now.
immediately. You only have 5 to 10 minutes before this line arrives, so put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and stay away from those windows. We are
Looks like this
continuing to
area back
track
here has
those
just turned
severe
into a
storms
big wall of
pushing
wind
east,
itself.
where radar-indicated winds of 60 miles per hour could
You
damage
can kind of see
roofs,
here on the
siding,
velocities
and
down
trees.
below is where we just
A
basically got
tornado
like
is also possible
this whole
with this
front of
line,
the storm's like
so
a
go
big
ahead and
50,
move to an
60 mile an
interior
hour
room
blast
on
of
the
wind
lowest
coming
floor
through
of a
now.
sturdy building right now. If you are in Bancroft, Plainfield,
Seeing that at
Linden Station,
1900
Grand
feet.
Marsh, Coloma, or Almond, this weather is moving in the next few minutes. Westfield is next in the next
Alright,
10
so
to
they
15
just
minutes.
relocated
and Watoma
this
in the
tornado
next
warning
15 to
down to
20 minutes.
here.
There are about
Grand
44 minutes
Marsh.
remaining on this warning, so stay safe and stay sheltered.
That velocity couplet's staying together pretty well right there.
An extreme
Go ahead and pull up another
northwest
3D
Kansas,
view of this.
a rapidly strengthening storm is tracking out of Cheyenne County tonight. Right now, the storm is near St. Francis, Kansas, drifting north-northeast at 14 miles per hour. If you are downstream in southwest Nebraska, particularly in Benkelman, Nebraska, you need to prepare.
Wow, these
Radar
storms look
signals
like they're
show
getting
the storm
smaller
is gaining
too.
intensity quickly, capable of producing gusty winds over 50 miles per hour and dropping hail up to golf ball size. Go ahead and move indoors now to stay ahead of this threat as it crosses the state line.
I want to do a
Back
bigger
on the
cut out of
Nessida
this
rail
and
cam,
go back a
and
couple
things have
scans
quieted
here.
right back down. Just a dark
Oh,
field.
this is just
that
me, but I
glowing
felt like these storms
flagpole,
look like they're
and
getting a
a few
lot
spider
smaller.
webs drifting on the lens. It looks peaceful, but Juneau County is still under a severe thunderstorm warning, and we've got a tornado warning just to the east in Adams County. Don't let your guard down. Y'all, we are tracking a dangerous, severe
Looks like they're
thunderstorm
getting
moving
smaller.
east at 32 miles per hour across parts of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. This storm is packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail, and it already
think they're
has a
losing their
history of knocking
juice.
down trees and power lines, so please take it seriously. A severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for roughly the next 45 minutes for areas including Worcester, Lowell, Framingham, and Woonsocket.
They actually have
If you are
3
at the
severe
outdoor
thunderstorm
baseball
warnings
game
on these storms
watching
now.
the Connecticut Tigers and Lowell Spinners at Edward A. LeLacheur Park in Lowell, you need to be aware that this storm is approaching your area quickly. The leading edge is
It's like
hitting
they're rating
towns
all
like
these for
Winchendon
60
and
mile an hour
Oakham in
wind
the next few
gusts.
minutes, and will push into Rutland over the next 5 to 10 minutes. We are also closely watching several nursing homes
So these
and
storms are
senior care
moving
centers
east
in the
at
path,
45
including
miles
St.
an hour
Patrick's
with
Manor in
60
Framingham
mile per
and the
hour
St. Antoine
wind
residence
gusts.
down in North Smithfield, Rhode Island.
You
Folks
can
at
clearly
these
see this
facilities
bright
and throughout
yellow.
the warned area
That's
should
like
brace for
basically
those
60
damaging
knots,
winds
which
that
is
can
really close to
easily
60
snap
miles an
branches
hour.
and pull down power lines.
I don't know the exact conversion, but I know 60 knots is close to 60 miles an hour.
We know we have 2 of our viewers right inside this warning polygon, so please move away from windows and get into an interior room on your lowest floor right now. With 60-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail on the way, make sure your devices are charged up in case those trees come down and take the power out with them.
Back to Vermont.
Y'all, we are tracking an urgent radar-indicated tornado warning moving east through Adams County at 37 miles per hour. This warning covers areas near Friendship and Adams and remains in effect for the next 13 minutes, so you need to be in your safe space right now. The radar is showing a mature, bowing line of storms, meaning severe straight-line winds are also a massive threat along with any spin-up tornadoes.
I want to say this storm's starting to chill out
Looking
because we
closely
haven't
at the radar,
gained any
we are
more
seeing a
power
highly
outages in
organized bowing
Worcester
storm
County.
system pushing a wall of intense wind.
So hopefully
over
this is
Friendship
the
and
end of the
Adams,
trouble out in New
bringing a threat
Hampshire.
of localized hail and spin-up tornadoes. If you are at the Aria at Villa Pines Nursing Home in Friendship, or near Adams Friendship High School
That's
over
the
in
same. They're
Adams,
rating these at 60
you
mile
need
an
to
hour
be
winds
bracing
too, I
for
believe.
flying debris and potential damage to roofs and windows.
Yep, max wind
The
gusts
storm is
60
also
miles an
bearing
hour.
down on the Federal Correctional Institution down in Oxford, as well as the Adams County Castle Rock campsite in Friendship, where anyone in an RV or
I'll
tent
check Vermont
is in
again too,
extreme
real
danger.
quick.
While the velocity radar isn't
Yeah, it's
showing
still
a
about
tight
the same in
confirmed
Vermont.
tornadic couplet right this second, this broad area of intense outbound wind is incredibly dangerous and moving fast.
Yeah, New York still looks pretty rough. Northern part of
two
New York
viewers watching right
really
now
got
from
hit hard
inside this
tonight.
warning polygon near
Over
Grand Marsh. This storm is
37,000
arriving in
houses
the next
lost
few
power in
minutes,
New York.
so you need to get away from windows and hunker down in an interior room on your lowest floor immediately. Whether you are in Friendship, Adams, or anywhere in between, do not wait. Get to your safe space right now until this storm passes. We are interrupting with a critical upgrade to the weather situation in eastern Wisconsin. The flash flood warning for the Appleton area has just been upgraded to a considerable damage threat. This is an urgent escalation. Local law enforcement has officially observed and reported life-threatening flash flooding actively occurring on the ground. Over
Life-threatening
224,000
flash
people
flooding.
are in the path of this high water emergency, which remains in effect for the next 2 hours and 24 minutes. If you are in these communities, do not drive, stay off the roads, and move to higher ground right now.
St. Louis, you should see if you can find any street cams for Appleton. ATMC rat.
We've got the camera up in Plover,
Yeah, I
Wisconsin.
mean, we have a couple
on
areas of
Interstate
rotation here.
39, and those water droplets on the lens are catching the headlights. Traffic's moving fine, but don't let the quiet drive fool you.
I wouldn't be
Portage County is
surprised
under
if
an
they let
active
this tornado
severe
warning
thunderstorm warning
go.
until midnight. That storm line
We'll see
means
what they
business,
do.
so take it slow if you're on 51.
That's like the main area of it right now here between Grand Marsh and Brooks.
Tracking a rotating storm in northwest Kansas that is currently pushing through Decatur County. Right now, the core is near Jennings, Kansas, moving east-northeast at about 17 miles per hour on a direct path toward Norton, Kansas. This is the same system that produced a 61-mile-per-hour wind gust near Norcatur, Kansas, a short while ago. While this storm is riding high in the atmosphere, it is still capable of dropping quarter-sized hail and kicking up strong, damaging winds. If you live in Norton, Kansas, or anywhere along this path, please head indoors
Take a
and
look at all
secure
these other
outdoor items
storms.
now. We're watching a strengthening storm in Connecticut right now, currently moving eastward near East Hartford. This system is traveling east at about 22 miles per hour, putting it on a direct path toward Manchester and eventually Coventry, Connecticut. The storm is building rapidly.
We had two pretty
and is
big,
capable
nasty,
of
severe
dumping
thunderstorms
quarter-sized
out in
hail.
Kansas.
If you are in Manchester or Coventry,
I think this
go
is
ahead
what's
and get
left of
indoors
one
now
of them.
to protect your vehicles and stay safe.
Got some big 2-inch hailers.
We are continuing to track a nasty severe thunderstorm moving east at 47 miles per hour, packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and a possible tornado. This mature storm is pushing right through Adams County, and this warning will stay in effect for the next 22 minutes. Looking closely at the radar, we have a strengthening bow echo with a powerful
hanging
rear
in there.
inflow jet pushing heavy rain and dangerous
There
winds
could be a
eastward.
little tiny dust
If
NATO
you
on
are
the
at the
ground
Federal
out there,
Correctional
man. That thing
Institution
keeps
in Oxford,
keeps
or the
rotating.
New Lisbon Correctional
They might
Institution,
rewarn
you
it.
need to brace for 60-mile-per-hour gusts that could easily snap trees and cause widespread power outages. This intense line is also threatening folks at the Elroy Health Services nursing home with blinding rain and small hail.
That's
Those of
the
you up
area of the
road in
rotation.
Plainfield will see the leading edge of this storm arrive in the next 5 to 10 minutes, so do not wait to seek shelter.
Again, this is from like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, that looked more
To the two of
concernable
you
right there.
watching right now from inside this warning polygon, please treat these straight-line winds seriously
You can
and get
see
away
all the
from
areas
windows
where all the
immediately.
areas of
Grab a
velocities
flashlight
were.
in case the power
or all the
drops
little
out,
rotations.
and hunker down
This
in
is
an
back what
interior
about 5
room on
minutes
your
ago when we
lowest
had like
floor
4
until this
areas where
line
you can see the
passes.
rotation.
A fast-moving storm is pushing off the Wisconsin coast tonight, heading out over the open waters of Lake Michigan. This system is traveling east-northeast at over 40 miles per hour and is currently covered by an active special marine warning. While radar indicates the storm is riding high in the atmosphere, it still carries the potential to drop quarter-sized hail and kick up sudden, dangerous wind gusts.
It's at
Anyone out on the
23,000
water in the
feet,
path of this storm toward Michigan needs
19,000
to seek
feet.
safe harbor immediately. We will keep
It's about
close watch on this as
15,000
it
feet
heads
where you
toward the
can see
Michigan
it's still
shoreline.
really well defined. 12,000 feet, you can still see the rotation.
We're back
9,000
on
feet
I-90
and all the way
94
down
in
at
Boston, Wisconsin.
6,000 feet.
And it's
You can
looking
barely
quiet
see
on
it.
screen with headlights
So I mean, it's
blaring
still got
off
some
the wide
rotation
pavement.
between, I'd say,
But
yeah,
don't
what?
let the calm view
From
fool
what we can
you.
see on radar,
A
9
severe
to
storm line is
15,000
bearing
feet.
down on this corridor, and there's a tornado warning active just to the east.
Well,
in
yeah, the
Adams
lowest we
County.
can see is
If you're on this highway,
6,000
wrap
feet.
it up and get to shelter.
This is at the lowest tilt at 6,000 feet.
Checking back on MCD 1433, expiring in about 35
What is a
minutes
TIV2?
across
Is that
southeast
an airplane or
Minnesota,
something?
Northeast Iowa, and Wisconsin. This line is absolutely cooking. We have an active tornado warning in Adams County, Wisconsin,
Live
with radar
cams,
indicated rotation
Appletown.
plus severe warnings tagged tornado possible rolling east at 40 miles per hour. Flash flooding is also turning serious near Appleton, with over 2 inches of rain already down. If you
Appleton,
are on these dark roads tonight,
Wisconsin.
stay put.
I don't know how Ryan Hall finds all those cams so easily. He just, his brain is like a encyclopedia of webcams that are live all over the place.
We are tracking a cluster of strong storms straddling the state line between northwest Kansas and southwest Nebraska. Centered
Like
near
most of the
Herndon,
webcams I
Kansas,
find, they're like
this
still
active
image ones.
complex
He always
stretches
finds
from
the
near
good ones.
Oberlin
I mean, you
and
could definitely
Jennings,
see the
Kansas,
rain on the
up
road.
toward Benkelman, Nebraska. The entire group is drifting north-northeast at up to 22 miles per hour. Though no official severe warnings are active yet, radar shows rotation in one of these cells, and the cluster is capable of producing destructive, hen-egg-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. If you are in the path near Almena, Kansas, or heading toward Parks and Benkelman, Nebraska, Get indoors now. We are breaking into coverage right now because a new severe thunderstorm watch has just been issued.
Appleton's
This
a pretty
watch
big
is in
city.
effect for the next 5 hours and 32 minutes, covering the adjacent coastal waters of Lake
And we got a
Michigan
new
and
flash
Wisconsin,
flood warning.
from Two Rivers down to Sheboygan, Port
Back for all these
Washington,
other
and
counties.
North Point Light. About
A
6,400
lot of areas
people
in
are in this watch
Wisconsin
area,
are flash flood
where we
warnings
could
now.
see damaging wind gusts up to 60 knots and 1-inch hail. We will keep you updated as these storms develop, but for now, stay weather aware.
Got to see if I can find an actual
Okay,
non-still
so that
image
MPD
cam
has
in
been active for
Wisconsin
over 3
somewhere.
hours now, stretching from eastern Nebraska all the way into Wisconsin. The main concern tonight is flash flooding, and it is already happening. Law enforcement near Green Bay and Appleton is reporting over 2 inches of rain down, with high water rising. We've also had rotating storms in central Wisconsin, with 60-mile-per-hour winds now racing toward Milwaukee. If you are out late on these dark roads or heading home from Summerfest, please stay safe and do not try to cross flooded highways. We are keeping our eyes glued to that active severe thunderstorm warning stretching across southern New England, with about 32 minutes left on the clock. This line is cruising east at 30 miles per hour, bringing 60-mile-per-hour winds and penny-size hail toward Worcester, Lowell, Framingham, and Woonsocket. A few of you in chat are asking about damage, and the reports are matching up with the radar, showing downed trees and power lines already back in Blandford and Ashfield. To our one
Wolf
viewer watching
River
us from right
Resorts.
inside this warning polygon in Massachusetts, go ahead and play it safe. Stay away from windows, move to an interior room.
Not a very good
and let
cam.
this
It's already
noisy
out in the
line
water.
pass.
So the water's already flooded.
Plus, we are breaking in with some urgent weather news. A severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for parts of northeastern Montana. Forecasters are tracking a storm near the Flowing Wells rest area, moving northeast. Radar indicates this system is packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. This warning is in effect for the next 59
Hey
minutes
Carson, how
and
you
covers
doing?
about 1,050 people, including those in Circle, Brockway,
Tornado
Weldon, and
warning is
Watkins.
expired. We
With
still have
winds
some
this
rotation
strong,
here by
expect
Oxford, but
damage to roofs,
I don't know if
siding,
they're
and
going to
trees,
renew
so
it.
Please head indoors and stay safe.
Barely see our red and greens here where we do have some rotation still.
We are continuing to track that radar-indicated flash flooding across parts of central and northeastern Wisconsin, where 2 to 3 inches of rain have already fallen. If you are in Plainfield,
They just pop it in.
Wakusa,
We're looking
Wild
at
Rose,
Wisconsin right
Almond,
now. We
and
have
nearby communities,
multiple flash flood
please
warnings
stay off
going
the
here.
roads and remember to turn around.
I guess
don't
the one in
drive.
Appleton, they
Especially at night
upgraded
when
it to a
water-covered roads
life-threatening
are
one.
nearly
It's getting
impossible
pretty
to
bad
see.
in Appleton.
We have another 2 hours and 59 minutes.
Law
remaining
enforcement
on this
reported
warning,
life-threatening
so please
flash
play it
flooding of
safe
creeks and
and stay
streams,
on high
areas,
ground.
highways, streets, and underpasses. That's in Appleton, Wisconsin.
I am tracking a severe thunderstorm warning stretching across northern Connecticut, central Massachusetts,
Turn
and
around,
northwestern
don't
Rhode
drown
Island
when
that will expire
encountering
in
flooded
29 minutes.
roads.
This line of storms is pushing
Most
east at about 30
flood
miles
deaths
per hour,
occur in
packing
vehicles.
60
That's
mile per hour
crazy.
wind gusts and penny-sized hail that has already knocked down trees out west. Places like Worcester, Paxton, and Holden.
Yeah, that'd have to
are
be
right
one
in the
scary
path.
thing to be
So
like
be
driving
ready
near a
for a
river
rough
and your
ride.
car just gets sucked into the river. That would be absolutely scary.
If you are at the Connecticut Tigers and Lowell Spinners outdoor
Looks like
baseball game
Appleton is
over at
finally going to
Edward
catch
A.
a break from the
Lasher
rain
Park
for a
in Lowell,
little bit, but not for
you
long
need to head for
because
the indoor concourses
there's more
right
rain
now
coming
before the
from where
severe winds
Fremont
hit.
is, and there's
Just down the
more and
road,
more rain that's going
Folks
to
at
be
the
coming
Deville
tonight.
Senior Care Center should be moving residents away
Lots
from
more rain.
exterior windows as this storm approaches. Further south in Framingham, we are watching the severe
You know,
threat
Ryan
push
Hollis told
straight
me one
toward
time
St.
that
Patrick's Manor.
there's
and Joseph
actually a
P.
lot
Keith
more
Technical High
deaths
School.
from flash flooding than
These storms
tornadoes
have a
every
history
year.
of tearing down
which is
tree
actually
limbs and
insane.
power lines.
And it's like,
So
we
anyone
don't
in
even
these
really
Middlesex
take
County
flash flood
neighborhoods
warnings that
needs to
serious.
prepare for sudden outages
And I kind of,
flying
you know,
debris.
like I'd blow them off and turn them off when I was streaming last year. It's like,
To the two
nobody
of
wants
you
to see
watching
flash
right
flood
now
warnings,
from
but I mean,
inside
they're
this
actually
warning zone,
pretty serious,
grab
you
a
know, like
flashlight to prep for power outages.
having a
and
yeah, a
immediately
river
move to an
overflow
interior
and come
room
out
on
in the
the
street
lowest
and it can
floor.
pull your car.
We do not want you anywhere near exterior walls or windows when those 60-mile-per-hour gusts and penny-sized hail start dropping.
We're in Wisconsin, Larson. We're watching a small tornado threat we have tonight. It's actually a large
Kicking off
tornado
the
threat,
tour
but we really
in
haven't
Mauston,
seen much of a
looking at I-90-94.
tornado
Traffic is
threat today.
rolling
We've had a
couple
couple tornado
let's be
warnings.
clear, the
We have
pavement
a little
is
bit of
dry.
rotation down here
Those
by
are just
Oxford and
headlight reflections
Westfield,
you're seeing.
but
don't let the calm look
that's
fool
about
you.
it for now. That's like
We've
the
got
only
an
areas
active
of concern
tornado
right
warning
now.
just to our east in Adams County, and this whole highway corridor is downstream of some very angry storm cells. Let's slide over
Got
to
some big
Necedah.
nasty storms come through
Eerily
Vermont,
quiet out here.
Massachusetts,
You
and
can see
New
the
York
illuminated
tonight as
American
well.
flag on the right,
But it
and
looks like
some
those are
bugs or light drift catching the
calming
lens.
down and on the
No
downtrend.
trains active on the log right now. We're just north of that tornado warned cell here, so while it looked like a peaceful night, the atmosphere is wound up tight.
This is our
Now let's
last
jump
severe
out east to
thunderstorm
New
warning
Hampshire.
over here on the East
We're
Coast.
live at Paugus Bay in Laconia. You can see the WOW Pro Shop canopy on the dock and the glare from those lights, but the bay itself is glassy. There's a special weather
Got a
statement
bunch of
active
power
for 50
outages in
mile-an-hour
northern
gusts
New York.
and some small hail in Belknap County. But these docked boats are riding quiet for the moment. Back to Wisconsin. And
Still
here's
the same.
Toma
We haven't
at
had any more
I-94
power
in
outages in
Wisconsin
Massachusetts.
21.
Oh, never mind. I
Now
take that
that is
back.
wet pavement. Headlights mirroring
Worcester
right off the
County
asphalt,
is up
with
to
McDonald's golden
1,030
arches
power
glowing in
outages,
the
so we
background.
definitely had some more
Love's travel
trees and
stop
stuff
is
knocked
packed with
down, I'm
semis.
assuming,
We've
because
got
it's
severe
jumped up
wind gusts
700,
tracking
800
through
more
this region,
houses since our
and
last
this wet
time we
highway
checked.
is proof the rain has arrived. If you're out there, hopefully you're
I mean,
in a
that's pretty
solid
good, though.
Ford
Only
and not
1,000
sedan
houses
sliding
out of
around.
312,000.
We'll
I'd
wrap
say
it up
that's
back
pretty
in
good.
Laconia on the Weir's channel camera.
We're not losing that
Beautiful
many
night shot of the
houses.
stone arch
Or
bridge
not that many
spanning the
houses are
water.
losing their power
Everything
for
calm under the
60
infrared.
mile-an-hour winds.
The storms are moving
Could be
through
much
New
worse,
England,
right?
but this channel is holding steady. That's our tour for tonight. Stay prepared. Keep an eye on the radar.
Oh, look.
And we'll keep you updated.
Where is she getting that cam? Where was that at?
Linden Station, Wisconsin, looking at 94, and it is eerily quiet. Pavement is bone
That's
dry.
a still image
not
cam,
a
I
headlight in
think.
sight.
Yeah.
But don't let the peace fool you. We've got severe warning cores with a tornado possible tag just to our north in Adams County. Enjoy the dry ride while it lasts.
I'm so
because
jealous
this
of y'all
line is
bots,
hauling
mad
east.
skills. Nope, it started playing there right at the end.
We are keeping a close eye on Dundee County, Nebraska, as a storm pushes north across the state line from Kansas. The system is currently drifting north at 10 miles per hour near Parks, Nebraska, and is heading toward Benkelman. Radar shows this storm's
Yeah, like you
core
say,
is actually
up to 80
collapsing
miles an hour.
and
That
losing
could
its
happen in
overall
these
strength,
areas here where
but
we
it can
got
still kick up wind
rotation
gusts
stuff.
to
That's where you
55
would most
miles per
likely
hour
see like a
and
gust of
drop
wind
some
up to 80
small
miles an
hail.
hour.
If you are in Benkelman, expect a period of gusty winds and heavy downpours as this moves through.
Pretty much these areas where they have
Severe
the
storm wind
severe
damage in
thunderstorm
Putney,
warnings, that's where
Vermont
we've been seeing
was
the little
reported a
areas
few minutes ago,
of
leaving
rotation stuff.
Schoolhouse
That's
Road
when you'll most
fully
likely see
closed
a
by
big
downed
gust of wind
trees.
like that. They're real easy to spot. I mean,
Thunderstorm
we
wind
see a lot
damage
of
is
like little
striking
brief spin
Turner's
up
Falls,
tornadoes, and that's
Massachusetts right
basically
now,
what they are,
where
just a
tree
big
has
blast of
fallen
wind.
and blocked Turnpike Road. Y'all, we are
Kinda see
diving
here,
deep
like,
into
this
a
is
severe
probably an 80
thunderstorm
mile an hour
warning
gust of
covering
wind right here
western
by
Waushara
Saxville.
County in Wisconsin, which has about
Up
26
to 80,
minutes
90
left
max.
on the clock. We are tracking a fast-moving system pushing southeast at
So we
45
can see our
miles
little
per hour,
our velocity
carrying
couplet right
dangerous
here by
60-mile-per
Saxville.
hour wind
So
gusts.
that's like an area where you
Those
might
winds
see a
are
big
strong
gust of
enough
wind
to
that goes
knock
up to
down
90
trees
miles
and
an
power
hour, but
lines.
it's usually
So we
really
need to treat
short-lived.
this with urgency.
Usually from like 30 seconds to 2
Looking at
minutes
the
long
radar,
max
we see a
usually.
jagged line of high-intensity storm cores packing small to moderate hail.
Hey,
bearing
they just
down on
updated
western
the
Waushara County right
severe
now.
thunderstorm warning for this
If you are
area.
near the Wild Rose Area Fire District, this storm is arriving in the next few minutes, while folks by the Waushara County Sheriff's Office in Wautoma are directly in its path. Down near the Coloma Volunteer Fire Department, you need to brace for those 60-mile-per-hour gusts that can easily damage roofs and siding. Red Granite, this system is racing southeast and will reach your area in the next 10 to 15 minutes, so use this time to hunker down.
Well, good thing if you're wanting to check stuff
To the
on your
three of
own
you
like this,
watching
one
right
app's
now
really
from
good
inside this
weather-wise for
warning
your
column,
phone. This app
please
I'm
step
using
away
is on
from your
PC
windows
only,
and
but
move
let me
to
pull
an
up
interior
weather-wise.
room immediately. With those 60-mile-per-hour
You kind of go in here and
straight-line
weather-wise,
winds
and you see
and
the
small
areas
to
of
moderate
threat,
hail
right?
moving through, you
They'll
want to be
basically
safe
have a
from flying
mesoscale
debris and
discussion on
fully
the
prepared
area.
for sudden power outages.
You click on the red line, and it'll basically tell you.
To the
If I
four
can
of you
click it,
watching us
okay.
right now, from inside this warning polygon
Concerning
in
severe
eastern
thunderstorm
Wisconsin,
tornado
especially
intensity,
around
you'll say
Appleton
up
and
to
Meany,
90 miles an
you are in the
hour. So
middle of a
basically what
very
they're
dangerous
saying is,
situation.
like these
Law
little
enforcement
brief
has confirmed
pockets of rotation
life-threatening
you're
flash
seeing
flooding is
will
already
be
underway
roughly max
after
like
2.5
90 mile an
inches of
hour
rain
winds
fell,
when they
with
do
up to
happen.
2 more inches
And then
possible
the average wind
before this
speed is
warning
between
expires
55
at
and 70.
1:45
So,
a.m.
so
At
yeah,
night,
you can just,
you simply cannot see how
this is
deep
a free
the
app
water
on your
is until
phone
it is
through
too
Ryan
late.
Paul, and
If you live in a low-lying area, get to
kind
higher
of just
ground
look
immediately.
look anywhere
And
where you
please
see
do
these
not
red
attempt to drive through any
polygons, and you
flooded
can see
streets.
what you're looking at in terms of intensity for the weather. Super
We are
useful.
breaking
That's
in
probably
with
one of the
some
most
urgent
useful
weather
things I like
news,
about
as a new severe thunderstorm
weather-wise is
warning
being
has
able to
just
check
been
these
issued for
mesoscale
central
discussions
Wisconsin.
like this.
Law enforcement has
It's nice.
already observed dangerous 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts with this storm, which could damage roofs, siding, and trees. This warning affects about 19,700 people and will remain active for the next 37 minutes. If you are in the path, here is when to expect it. Wild Rose and Nishkoro in the next few minutes. Saxeville
I think
and
that's kind of
Montello
why we're
in the
not
next
really
5 to
getting
10 minutes.
that many tornado
Princeton
warnings
in the
either,
next 10 to
because
15 minutes.
most of these spin-ups
Mississippi and Berlin in the next
are all
15
going to be
20
like
minutes.
EF0
And Tustin
strength
in
or
the next
below.
20 to 25 minutes.
So they
Get
kind of
inside a sturdy
fall
building
under the
and
lines
stay
of a
away from
severe
windows
thunderstorm
as
warning
this
more
line
than an
moves
actual
through.
tornado warning, even though we do have like area like right here. Yeah, a little knob right here in Germania with some rotation. We might see a big blast of wind right there.
Checking
Sometimes
back
we
on
see tornado
mesoscale
warnings.
convective discussion.
I think we've had about 4 or 5 today.
1433, expiring in about 20 minutes. This has been active
We
for
actually,
over an
I
hour,
started the
and
stream
Storm
during a
Prediction
tornado
Center
that happened out
already
in
pulled the trigger on a downstream
I
watch
think it was
for eastern
Iowa.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, we had a
This
tornado
line
in
is
Iowa
cooking
when I started
east
the
at
stream up
40
today.
miles per hour. We still have active warnings with 60-mile-per-hour gusts and a tornado possible tag in Marquette County, plus serious flash flooding.
I'm
in
just
east
the
central
tornado
Wisconsin,
sniffer,
where
man.
over 3 inches
I
of
just sit
rain
here and
has
stare at the
fallen.
radar, and I'm like,
If you are
this
out
is what
late
I'm
on
looking
these dark
for, right?
roads,
Like,
stay
I just
safe.
found one. Like, I found a little pocket where we got this red means the wind's spinning this way, and
Okay,
then
so
the
that
green means it's spinning
MPD has
this
been
way.
active for about
So we
2
know that we have
hours
a
now
little
across
tight
western
area of
Kansas
rotation
and
right
southwest
there.
Nebraska. We've already seen some 60-mile-per-hour
A lot of
wind
times,
gusts
you see
near
like this
Norcatur.
little
But
notch
the
coming
main
out too.
story
That's
is the
usually
water. This environment is absolutely loaded,
coincides right
capable
there.
of
We know we
dumping
got a little
2.5
pocket,
inches of rain
like
an
a velocity
hour.
pocket. Something's
No
happening right
warnings
there.
are active yet, but cell training could easily cause some quick flash flooding on these dark routes overnight. Don't be scared, be prepared.
I mean, by any means, this
We
isn't
are
life-threatening,
interrupting our
right?
coverage
But, you know,
because a
it's
brand
neat.
new
It's
flash
fun
flood
to
warning
find
has
these
just
things
been
and look
issued.
at them and,
Let's
warn
get straight
people.
to the details. This is for central Arkansas, specifically northeastern Garland and west central Saline counties. Radar indicates that heavy thunderstorms
You need a
have already
webcam
dumped
guy,
2
man. I
to
wish we
3
had
inches of
somebody that
rain,
was good at looking up
and another 1 to
webcams.
2 inches could fall. Flash flooding is either already happening or is about to start for
If I
about
could pop up more
21,000
webcams
people,
on the stream, that would
including
be
those in Hot
amazing. Even
Springs,
Y'allbot
Hot
does
Springs
it.
Village, Lonsdale, and Owensville. Creeks, streams, and low-lying roads
We've
are
been
going to
needing a
flood
webcam
quickly,
guy for a
so
while.
please do not drive through any flooded areas. This warning is active for the next 1 hour and 35 minutes. Law enforcement has confirmed damaging wind gusts of 60 miles per hour with this storm, which are capable of knocking down trees and damaging roofs. If you are in the path, this line is pushing southeast, heading into Neshkoro and Saxeville in the next few minutes, Montello and Princeton in the next 5 to 10 minutes, and both Mississippi and Berlin in the next 10 to 15 minutes. We have about 34 minutes left on this warning, so please get inside a sturdy building and stay away from windows right now to stay safe.
I don't know. It seemed like I could never. Every time I go on a
We
webcam,
are getting
it's
some
always
breaking weather news
from
and
a
need to
while
get you the
ago.
details right away.
And
A
it's
severe
like usually a
thunderstorm
still
warning
image
has
cam
just been
whenever I
issued
look
for
them
parts
up.
of Wisconsin. In
But I know
effect
just
for
some
the next
states have
32
different
minutes.
ones. I gotta love to
Radar
see what's going on
indicates
here in
these storms
Appleton.
are packing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, which could cause damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This warning covers about 7,300
My goodness,
people.
this one has snow on
If
it.
you are in
What's
the
that
path,
back in
here's when the
January?
system is heading your way. Fremont in the next 5 to 10 minutes, Berlin in the next 10 to 15 minutes, and Omro, Winchester, and Dale in the next 15 to 20 minutes. For those of you in Winnicott, Eureka, and Hortonville, expect this to arrive in the next 20 to 25 minutes. Get inside and away from windows until this passes. We have some breaking weather news just coming in that we need to get to right away. A special marine warning has just been issued for northern Lake Michigan, stretching from Charlevoix to Manistee, Michigan, and is in effect for the next 2 hours and 3 minutes. A strong thunderstorm is moving east across the lake, packing wind gusts of 34 knots or greater. This poses an immediate danger to small craft in the area, which could face sudden, damaging waves. About 5,200 people live along the immediate coastline of this warning area, including locations like Point Betsy, Sleeping Bear Point, and Frankfurt. If you are out on the water, please get to safe harbor immediately. We are breaking in with some urgent weather news, as a severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued for parts of northeastern Montana. This is a radar-indicated storm, and it is bringing the threat of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-size hail. Expect potential damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This warning is in effect for the next 47 minutes, affecting about 740 people. If you are in the path, here is when to expect it. Glasgow, Montana in the next 15 to 20 minutes. Nashua in the next 30 to 35 minutes. Circle in the next 40 to 45 minutes. And Fraser in the next 45 to 50 minutes. Go ahead and move indoors now to stay safe from the wind and hail.
You're almost done. Click the blue Get button, then click Add
Thunderstorm
Extension to
wind
continue.
damage in Ontario, Wisconsin was reported a few minutes ago, knocking down a power line.
Satellite maps wants me to
Thunderstorm wind
do
damage
something.
near
I
Bethel,
don't trust
Vermont,
it.
was also reported a few minutes ago, with a downed tree completely closing a portion of Route 107.
Yeah, I'm trying to get any of these to work here in Appleton, and they're all kind of outdated.
The midnight storm machine is barreling east-southeast across Wisconsin. Over the next several hours, this severe complex will take aim at the Green
Still
Bay
got some
and Milwaukee
rotation down in
corridors,
here.
packing 70-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts and a serious flash flooding threat. Keep your guard up near Lake Michigan. Out east, the noisy line of storms that prompted warnings in New England is finally sliding offshore, though power outages are still piling up. Meanwhile, the bigger national story is the oppressive, triple-digit heat dome cementing itself over the Ohio Valley and East Coast today, while dry, howling winds continue to fan critical fire threats out west. If any warnings are active near you,
Well, guys,
check
I
your
think I'm going to go ahead and
official
shut it
local
down
sources
for now.
immediate updates.
The,
Keep your WeatherWise app open, and let's get back to
this is
tracking.
really the only area of concern. Say, if any of you guys are from the Wisconsin area, anywhere from over here and here,
Checking
just
in
be a little
on 90
aware. I
and
know we got
94
some
at Boston. It's completely quiet on the asphalt out here tonight.
flooding issues
Totally
here.
dry lanes and just some routine
Seek
headlight
high
glare.
ground, you know, if it
I
gets
know
worse.
folks in chat are talking about rotation elsewhere in central Wisconsin, but right along this stretch, there is absolutely nothing doing.
Rotation elsewhere.
We are
I don't see it.
continuing to follow that radar-indicated flash
But
flooding
I
threat
really
for
appreciate
parts of
everybody
Garland
stopping in,
Salem
and
counties.
things
Radar
get
shows
bad.
2
We
to
see a
3
big
inches of
strong
rain have
tornado. I'll
already come
definitely be
down,
right back
and with
on.
another 1 to 2 inches possible.
Let me pull
Small
up our
creeks, streets,
SBC
and
outlook
underpasses
again
in
one
Hot
more time,
Springs,
see if they
Hot Springs
updated
Village,
anything for tomorrow.
Lonsdale, and Owensville are going to flood quickly. Since
So
it's late at night,
tomorrow's
these dangers are
categorical.
incredibly hard to
Holy
see.
smokes, we got
So
rain
please stay off the
everywhere
roads
tomorrow.
and seek higher ground. We still have 1 hour and 32
We even
minutes
got some
remaining
rain
on
in
this warning.
Ohio,
So let's play
possibly.
it
This
safe
might
and
end
stay
some of the
put.
heat waves early tomorrow if we get some rain. Or it just might make it even more humid.
Y'all,
We'll see.
we have a newly issued severe thunderstorm warning
And
for Washara
our
County in central Wisconsin that will
tornado
remain in
risk
effect
for
for the next
tomorrow,
30 minutes.
still just a 2%
This line
out
of
here
storms
in
is tracking
northern to
southeast
southern
at 45
Dakota,
miles per
some of
hour,
Iowa and
packing
Minnesota again.
observed wind gusts up to 60 miles per
I
hour.
don't know if it's going to get any
Law
worse.
enforcement
Corey
has
Yerkin said he was
already
going to
reported
chase again
winds
tomorrow.
strong enough to cause damage to
So,
roofs, siding,
we'll
and
definitely see what
trees.
happens.
So
You know, if
please
things get
take
bad, I
this
will definitely
seriously.
stream again tomorrow. Really appreciate everybody stopping in. And
Looking at the
yeah,
radar,
you guys know
we see a
webcam guy.
strengthening, well-organized line
Join
of
our
storms
Discord. Let me
pushing
pop the
eastward with
Discord
some
in
intense, high-intensity
one
cold.
last time before we
Though
go.
thankfully, there is no widespread rotation visible.
Dallas, Texas. Hold on,
This
I'll check
heavy activity
Dallas,
is
Texas
crossing
for you
right
real
through
quick.
Watoma, where folks near the
That's our
Washara
Discord
County
link.
Sheriff's Office and Watoma
I'll
Area
pull up
Fire and
Dallas for you
Rescue
real quick. I don't
need
think
to
there's
brace
any
for those severe wind gusts. The worst of the storm
Any
is
rain going
also
on in
bearing
Texas
down
other
on
than
the
what's,
Red Grant
yeah,
Correctional
nothing out
Institution.
here.
and
There
will
is a
reach the
couple rain
Point Sickey
showers picking
Volunteer
up
Fire
here, but
Department in
most
the
of it's
next
heading
5 to
into
10 minutes.
Oklahoma.
Expect very heavy
Again, I'll go to
rainfall and
the
potentially
SBC
some
Outlook one
small
more
hail
time,
in
'cause
these
I don't think
areas
you're supposed to
as the
see
system
any
continues
rain
its
down in
southeast
Dallas
push
area.
toward Tustin and Green Lake over the next 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, you really don't have any chance for rain at all in Dallas.
With 60-mile-per-hour
You're right
straight
here in
line
the
winds
white, so I
capable
highly
of
doubt
bringing
you'll see
down
any rain in
trees and
Dallas.
power
You
lines,
might see one some
you need to
tomorrow.
move
Let's look at
away from
tomorrow.
windows.
Nope, no
and
rain
into
for you
an
tomorrow
interior
either.
room on the
So
lowest floor of your
highly
home
unlikely
right
you
now.
guys will see any rain in
Make sure
Dallas.
your devices are charged up in case the power goes out.
Nightbot will still be on, guys, so if you want to keep watching weather, hop on with Nightbot. I really appreciate you guys stopping in, and we'll see you guys next time.